What's up, guys? We're gonna start a little early today because we do have a replay to go through. We do need to show what happened with Group F. Group F has the losers finals that we need to cast. That one, the player had issues with his internet, could not hop back on. I didn't want to forfeit them, especially if one of them was okay with it. The other guy was okay with playing it from replay. So we got those 2 replays, the 3 replays, and we're gonna watch that. So that way, we can conclude Group F, and then immediately right after that, we're gonna start with Group G. So let's do that. Let's start off with those 2 guys, the group losers finals. Let me just get that loaded up here. Alright, it's loading up. It's ready to go. There won't be any cameras, obviously, because it's not running around. So here you go. We're gonna start it off. Loser finals.
Storm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines.
So we're on submarine, guys. The bottom right, the Zerg player.
Azim.
And on the top left, the Protoss player.
Bayagster.
Okay. Alright, guys. Let's go see how this works out. Bayagster with a gateway opener. Pretty good stuff here. Starting it off. Of course, a normal opener that he scouts. There's the pool. Protoss player scouting that, things are safe. It's gonna be pretty cool to see. Possibly a normal game, right? It's just kind of hanging out. Nexus expansion. Okay. Now you may have to get away from there now. They need to get out. What will happen? Is he gonna push him out? We don't know. May keep droning and ignoring that guy, right? Could be the thing. So I'd like to welcome you guys to the stream. This is KJ. I am casting PSL groups and finishing up the Group F. We're gonna head on to Group G. Third base for the Zerg. Welcome, guys, to the channel, guys and girls, people in the audience. That's a Stargate on the wall there for... No, that's not the Stargate. Where is it? There is a Stargate. So 2 gateways and a Stargate in the back for Bayagster. Gonna follow. He's gonna scout a little bit, but the Adept takes a bit of damage. He decides not to go in there. Why? Does he already know that there's a... Yeah, he saw the hatchery, so I guess he's not too concerned. He saw the third hatchery. He's gonna send his overlord, Azinis, to see what's up with this Protoss. He shouldn't finish that. Yeah, he didn't finish it. He just kind of scouted to see how many workers. Azin had a lot of workers. No big all-in for Azin. Void Ray and then Oracle. For Bayagster, who's gonna send back home his Adept and then expand with it. There you go. So with the Oracle and the Void Ray, you should be able to expand safely. Quite a few links coming out though. Maybe trying to force something out of Bayagster. Where is that? Okay, the Void Ray's over there. Ooh, he realizes he can't do much with that, so he's gonna back off with these lings. But it looks like he's gonna go Roach Warren and then go for a lair. Third base for Protoss looking more secure. The 2 extra gases and then boom, additional gateways. He's going for Glaive Adepts, so he's chronoing that right now. These 3 to start. Wants to do some damage with it. 2 more at home. He shades in, but he gets caught up. One of them is probably gonna die. Maybe 2. So he didn't really kill much with that. Only this is, you know what? This is what we've seen from Bayagster. His adept control hasn't really been good. With 3 adepts, you expect a lot more than just 2 and a few lings. But obviously, he's going Glaive Adept, so he is going to be doing that again. So he needs better results from that, I think. Asin can probably drop down a 4th base, but he decides not to. You know, when you see that the Protoss has a 3rd, then you can drop a 4th. This Oracle does a better job with 3 kills. So more Hydras. The upgrades for Protoss. Here comes the big adept pressure, or he has to do something with these adepts, right? And at home, his follow-up will just be more Void Rays. So here you go. Let's see what kind of damage. Where are the units for the Zerg? It's a little bit off here, guys. These adepts did too much damage with no, you know. Look, he's out of position again. Very delayed responses. 10 worker skill. I think this is enough. He splits them into 2 spots. And, oh, he's going to do a lot of damage there. No, there's nothing here, but 17 workers. This is just mishandled by the Zerg player completely. 18 workers. More damage on this side. 19 workers. 20. Just for a few adepts. So, oh man, there's even more here. 27 workers. Guys, this is over. He just did not handle a very, you know, it's not a super crazy adept push too, right? It was definitely, maybe he was droning or just didn't see it on the side. He did have creep there earlier, but losing 30 workers, that's gonna kill you. Now he's down to 36 workers and he's gonna have to all in. But what can he do? And there's already 4 Void Rays. It's not like he was massing queens. So he was not massing queens. He was not defending the adept pressure. Not quite sure. It's just, this is like one of those things. It's one of those things where he's just not prepared somehow, or something that is pretty common, guys. So, you know, a very bad start for the Zerg, and I think that's gonna do it really. All Bayagster has to do here is just get ready for his final push. I don't even think he needs to expand. Yeah, he's gonna get even more. He's gonna make even more Void Rays, more Gateways, and he's just gonna go again. And he doesn't even have any other upgrades. No +1 on anything. He's even gonna expand behind this, I think, and then try again. Hydras are the next play. I don't see how Azine can come back from this. Unless for some reason the Protoss player just hangs out and says, yeah, go ahead and rebuild. Queen goes down. There's a lot of Void Rays here. He doesn't even have enough anti-air for the Void Rays here. He has a lot of ground units, but not enough anti-Void Ray. And that's gonna take care of that base. Mining base. He's gonna try to do something with these roaches. But Bayagster is gonna clean it up. This may be good to kill that base, maybe, but there's already 2 Void Rays here. So the problem is he didn't handle the Adepts, and now he doesn't have enough for the Void Rays, who are willy-nilly just hanging out, killing things, and he won't be able to make any more. And just like that, guys, that is game 1 for the loser finals. Alright, so we're gonna hop right on to game 2. Between Bayagster and Azine. Trying to... Okay, there it is. Game 2 is loading up. The rematch so far in favor of Bayagster. So, losers finals in Group F. Here it is. This is not a rerun, this is a replay because they didn't get to play it last night because of the internet issues. So, bottom right, the Zerg player.
Azine.
And the Protoss player on the top left. So, you know, they were the first match in Group F. Bayagster comes out ahead the first time, 2-0. Azine comes out of the losers match. And Bayagster lost to Captain Britain. So then it was, the loser finals. It's a rematch between the two. So, because Azine had internet issues, we had to, you know, cast this from replay because he couldn't get back on the internet. So what we got here is hatchery opener, pretty normal. But this is not normal. A hatchery block. So really good start for Azine here because he delays the Protoss expansion, forcing probes, forcing some a zealot or 2 that he doesn't really want to make, then forcing a second gateway. So he's not happy about that. Meanwhile, the Zerg has a nice expansion. So what you kind of do here, you cancel this. You don't need it. You don't really need... You need the money. I think you cancel this. Is he gonna cancel? Got some hit point. There it is. He cancels, gets out. For further injury, he can steal this gas. And he's gonna let him steal it. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, and he cancels this command center, or his nexus. He misplaces it probably. This is a terrible start for Bayagster. Loses money on the cancel there. Gets his gas stolen. Forced to make a zealot. And the probes start having to attack and not mine. And 2 extra gateways. So the only thing here is these 2 adepts are forced out really early. Which as a Zerg you have to respect. So you just gotta make sure you do not do damage to the adepts. From the adepts. Okay. Some Lings now and Baneling. Ling Bane. Where's the Baneling nest? I thought I saw a Baneling nest. Where did he put that? Oh, it's in the back here. No third base. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's coming up. Oh, and look at this. Byaxter's gonna get him with a 2-base timing. Probably. Yeah, see, there's the Twilight. So it's and good scout here for Arzine, who actually cancels. Doesn't go through with this. Actually, I prefer that he go through with it, but I guess he canceled it. He did get a scout, so now this is either a DT or some charge lot all in. The adepts. There's only 2 Lings here. Okay, there's the. He should be able to get a good surround here. These 2 adepts don't do enough. Don't do nothing. But they do force out a lot of Lings. And what we see here is a gateway. And what's he? He's not upgrading anything yet. From the Twilight. Okay, well. Zerg's just gonna drone up. It's actually gonna be Glaive Adepts again. Okay, Glaive Adepts again. Is there a Roach Warren here? No, he just has Lings and Ling Bane to handle it. You can't really bust there because there is Force Field to be safe. There's 2 gases already down here too, so I'm really surprised he has that many gases. You don't need that much gases. Unless he's going DT, but he's not doing that. Roach Warren and Evo. So, decent saturation for Protoss despite this. Worker count's 38 even. So that's not good for Zerg. So for some reason, you know, even with the hatchery block, his econ isn't that good. Finally, he takes a 4 worker lead, but the problem is he's gonna deal with adepts here again. Glaives is done. He's actually getting Blink right after. So I think this is Glaives into Blink Stalkers. He's got so much gas that he invested in this sentries. That kind of explains it. But here's the thing. You better be ready now for this Glaive Adepts attack. He is making Overlords. Was he supply blocked? No. Where's his roaches? Okay, 7 roaches are coming. He's got to defend. He's going to close the choke. Close his access to his base. That's the right move. That is the right move for Arzine. And he's hitting. He gets in, but just in time. The roaches are out. Byaxter shades in. Won't get anything. Very good start for Arzine. But there's more to come. Or is there? He actually expands behind it. Okay. Alright, so great, you know, nice job on the defense. And now, I think Arzine needs to push out there. The Master Zerg needs to push out there. He sees the expansion. He has all these Zealots, so... But he decides to just stay at home and make drones. Okay, so he wants to fight him. He's not gonna try to deny this base. I think he could have denied that with all his roaches. And, you know, you flood some Lings, but he didn't want to do that. He wanted to play safe. But actually, look at this. These are Blink Stalkers too, soon. Yeah, there you go. Blink is completed. There's the push now. Base trade, anyone? Blink Stalkers are really good, boys and girls. With some force fields. Uh-oh. The Zerg decides to come back. Or does... Oh, no, he's gonna go. He's gonna go. So he'll sack this base. He'll lose a few Overlords. He might get supply blocked. Here's the attack here. The roaches will take care of this. He doesn't kill the pylon, so these guys get warped in. Where is his Ravagers? He's still up here with the Ravagers. They're a bit late. But can he even stop this force? I don't think he can stop this force. There's force fields. Reinforcements are going to be sent in through here too. Yeah, these Blink Stalkers are really strong, guys. He can actually blink back up behind the wall here if he wants, but there's nothing here threatening him, just a few queens. And he even cleans up here, because that forces the Zerg to come back. And he's going to be force fielded out, watch, on his base too. It takes a few shots. These force fields, he had a lot of energy, he was building it up. So, he does have a spine here. You know, the Zerg wisely just uses one bile at a time. He's gonna clean this up, but he does lose the base. He recreates this base. Protoss is sitting pretty. So after all of that, 10 workers were killed. On the other side, just one worker killed here. Not a good counter by Azid. He was probably better off going home instead of attacking. But now he's going to go do his attack. He's putting up his 3rd and 4th base again. He actually makes an Evo for an upgrade. But this game and that upgrade is not going to last. It's not going to be... The game's not going to get to the upgrade stage of this, right? The army's too big for Protoss here at the moment. And here's Azin's last hurrah. Yeah, you can't even deal with the might of the Protoss there. So it's just perfect defense for Bayagster. But yeah, Blink Stalkers. Very nice move here. So Bayagster actually doesn't even use area of effect against Zerg. Right? No Storm. He just makes Archons and then he expands. So he's doing it all with just gateway units, really. Not even upgrades, because he doesn't have Forge. He does finally put down a a Dark Shrine and the Forge. So he's doing all this, saving all his gas for just mass units. No upgrades. So that's his style. So this is something that Zerg players are probably going to study and see, maybe I can beat him with upgraded units. If you can go past the initial harass of the adepts the Bayagster likes to do. But anyway, that's what happened. Bayagster has a big worker lead. 4th base finally done for Azin. Azin still on the Roach tech. Well, he does have Hydra tech now, never mind. And Lurker's coming up, but I don't know if this game's gonna last till then. There's a lot of Immortals now too. So maybe I was wrong here. He did, he's getting upgrades. Maybe it'll last long enough for that. 2 upgrades. Because Bayagster took a base, establishes it. No Storm. Good upgrades here for the Zerg though. +1 on the melee and +2 on the range. A little bit of a counter here that didn't do much. Probably Banelings. Another attack here with DTs. Oh, that's gonna take care of this base. Oh, he could have stayed here if he killed this, but he was expecting an Overseer. But, just as you expect with Bayagster and any good Protoss, he's going to attack on 2 sides. And he doesn't have enough for the right side, I think. And he's going to lose this base. More reinforcements on the left. Byaxer is attacking on 2 fronts with just solid gateway numbers, right? How many gateways does he have? A lot of gateways here and there. And then the Zealot, and that's gonna do it, guys. Advancing to the round of 16. Okay, now we know who won. And we're gonna head on over to Group G. So let's check with Mizel on our players. I see them on. I think he's getting it all set up. We are ready for you guys. We are ready for you guys, so hop on up.
Yep. Alright.
Okay, guys, so there you go. Byaxer moves on, round of 16, and now we're here for the Group G start. Opening here with David Bain versus Xenos, I think. Yeah, it is. There you go. That's David Bain. Camera is not focused for him right now, but that's him. And getting the invite to the lobby. David Bain and Xenos is what we will watch, guys. The map picks. Romanticide, Pillars of Gold, Submarine, Death Aura are vetoed. Meanwhile, we have Lightshade and Oxide for the first 2 games, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if David Bain can fix his cam. It looks like it's not focusing at all. We don't have Xenos here yet. Well, there he is. There's Xenos. I mean, maybe his camera is just a little busted, but that's okay. That's not that big of a deal, I guess. We already know the maps. We're gonna start off with Lightshade here. We're pretty ready. Mizel may or may not co-cast with me. I have Nux on the channel too. Is he gonna co-cast? I'm not sure.
Hey, what's up? Hello.
Hey, Nux.
Hey, hi, Freedom. So I'm gonna cast with you.
Alright. Nux is gonna help us cast our special guest today. What is your prediction before we start?
Yep, sorry. What was the question?
What is your prediction before we get this game started? What do you think?
I think Sinus will probably take this. I'm not sure if it's going to be 2-0, 2-1, but I would say that Sinus was favored in this matchup.
Got it. Okay, so Xenos is the prediction. Here we are, guys.
Storm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines.
Alright, do me a favor, Nax. Introduce our player on the top left.
Okay, here, so spawning in the blue color, the top left of Lightshade, we have the Terran player playing for EXO. This is Xenos.
Xenos is a Terran player. There you go. Look at that intro. And on the bottom right, we have the Protoss player. He is... Okay, so Protoss versus Terran. You don't play Protoss, you don't play Terran, but you watched and played enough to know how this kind of works, where you kind of watch for a Reaper maybe to start, but David Bain isn't worried about it because he's not worried about putting a wall up here, which you typically see. He's not worried about Reapers, I guess.
Yeah. But we probably expect a Reaper from Xenos in this case. He's taking his gas. Yeah.
So yeah, normal opener so far.
So
No,
no cheeses.
no
Yeah.
cheeses just yet. I think it's hard to cheese a Terran, you
Yeah,
know,
definitely.
because once
Yes.
they see it coming, they just build the command center up top, put some bunkers. So it's hard to cheese a Terran like super early. You may want to do it as a 2 base timing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Unless it's a cannon rush, but that's a different story.
And that's pretty uncommon. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
like Terran can just build bunkers and hold on the high ground.
Yeah, the shield battery changed things a little bit where you can cannon rush and then make some void rage or something. But we're not seeing that here. That's a different type of game. David Bain isn't doing that. And it's funny because David Bain is named after a Zerg unit. He plays Protoss.
Yeah.
And the name Xenos, I always, somehow I think it's going to be a Protoss player, but it's not. So, Xenos sounds like a Protoss. Do you
But
play
David
some
Bain,
off race at all?
yeah, yeah. Actually,
What's your favorite?
I would say that my Terran's better than
Your
my
Terran?
Protoss, but yeah, but I prefer Protoss, playing Protoss. It's much more fun playing
It
with the
is.
War Prison.
Yeah, it is more fun, exactly. But that's funny you say that your Terran is better than your Protoss. Cause me, I play off. I'm a Zerg player also, but I play Protoss more for fun, and I do better than the Terran because I'm like terrible as Terran. It's like a different type of play to play as Terran. I think you have to do a lot of a lot of activity, right? I think unless
Yeah,
you're
actually, I
playing
think
mech.
yeah, Terran's like I think it's more mechanically intensive than Zerg actually. If you think of, like, because you have to micro your Marines.
Yeah, and then
That
Protoss,
yeah,
well, how much micro do you really need there, except for maybe during the Prism time, right? So
yeah.
that's why I'm like, I don't like this style. I'm not that type of player. When I play, I actually call myself slow master because my APM is under 200, right? So Terran is hard, guys. But you you like and you're better at Terran. It's probably because your micro is better and all that, or what? Why do you think you're way better as Terran than say Protoss?
I guess I just don't have that much experience, but I think like I'm more of a mechanical player. That's why I also play. I mean,
Ah, got it,
more
got
of
it,
like yeah, like I play Zerg and then I macro a lot as Zerg. Like
got,
I don't cheese as much as Zerg. So
got
I
it.
think that kind of plays into being Terran.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. And so nothing too crazy here in this game, guys. So we're not really commenting too much on it. Just the usual dance with the Reaper.
Probably like Sinus is going to do like a timing here in the third. That's what I'm expecting in this game. Yeah.
Yeah, typical Terran play is they do just enough to hit you on your third, but he's actually gonna drop down a third command center behind this. He has
Yeah.
no bio like stim or anything. He's just gonna do a timing with Marines and a tank.
Yeah. I wouldn't even be surprised if he pulls some SCVs like to build bunkers. Yeah.
Yeah,
But we'll
although
see. We'll see.
although he needs to do that in the next couple of minutes just because
Yeah, his timing is
his time is gonna be
slipping
too
away.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah, third base here. The annoying Liberator as usual. That one stalker needs to be careful. Ooh, oh, good micro back.
Nice micro.
Oh, oh, nice.
You should have just stayed there. I think
Yeah, he
you
would have
could have
killed
killed
that
the stalker.
stalker for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the other side, the Reaper, the ever annoying Reaper comes back.
He's got 3 kills. Wow.
The Reaper has 3 kills. Yeah, that's a lot for a Reaper at this level, right? When you're playing at a master level, I never, for me, I don't get a kill from a Reaper. I don't worry about the Reaper that much. You may get one, if that. But 3 at the master level is pretty damn good. In the pro level, they almost never get any kills at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a scouting tool or whatever, right? So look at that. He
So
has
we're
the observers at the corners.
it's kind of weird that he didn't spot this observer with his Raven. 'Cause right?
Yeah, it's right there, and he didn't spot it at all. He was too busy sending it.
But then he's going to do this harass. I think
Yeah, he probably
Bane
just
sees
queued
this
it.
trade.
He just queued it and
Yeah,
then just like forgot about it. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
He even queued it all the way back and then. Yeah, so the Raven's gonna do more damage than that Liberator.
Yeah, definitely this lost mining time, killed 2 probes.
But Colossus is out. And second one coming. Raven looks like it might be trapped for now. So no, we
I
were
would
wrong.
love
He's not doing a timing. He's actually just gonna expand, unless he pushes out now, right? Because look,
yeah,
Stim is not done yet.
about
Still,
the yeah, yeah. I think he should try to pressure a bit, but he's not that. He's actually ahead in the workers, so this is quite peculiar as like in the PVT matchup. You'd expect that the Protoss would be completely saturated by now.
yeah, way ahead. Because he had, with the way you chrono workers
Yeah,
and the way as Terran has to make stuff with SCVs and Protoss just kind of plops down the buildings, right? So really odd that Xenos is just one
so
or even.
so David Bain should know that he's coming with the push because he sees this with the observer. Should be preparing for like a defense in the third.
Yeah, he has 2 Colossus. Where else is his units? He's still dealing with that Raven. That Raven is forcing units up. And
Yes,
now
yeah.
he doesn't have enough down here.
Yeah,
So
he's gonna
the-
snipe the third. Maybe.
He didn't focus on the Colossus, I think. But he does have the tanks here now, so... And if he focuses on that pylon, like I said, he can't warp in anything. But he might clean up still. I don't know, what do you think? What do you think on that
Currently, I
engagement?
think I think it's still good for the Terran because he's still not. Protoss is still not expanding. Doesn't have a fourth base. I think the Liberator harass and the Raven just threw David Bain off. That he didn't get
Yeah.
enough workers. Now look at the supply. It's like 133 versus 105. So that's a big deal. I would say big advantage for David Bain.
Yeah, the only thing I'm thinking of though is if that Raven had the
I mean,
energy.
for yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking if the Raven had the energy though and pushes with the attack, those 2 Colossus would have been disabled and he would have taken out that third. Right?
Yeah.
That's the only
With
thing.
the interference matrix, yeah.
And now another big attack here. But there's 3 Colossi here. You better get out. He does have mines here to prevent stuff. Actually, he's gonna clear the rocks. He may have been able to like fly into the main with the part of his army. But he's not, he doesn't seem to be, Xenos doesn't seem to be the active type of Terran in terms of multiple drops. As I say that, look at these. There's another drop. There's a drop here.
He's
Yeah.
starting to drop the fur. Yeah.
Watch out. There's a disruptor there. Xenos, watch out.
So this is good play from Xenos. I think he should have engaged head on with this army and just drop. So
Ooh.
this is a good drop for.
And he's gonna
Xenos.
find the secret base. He's like, wait a minute, let me get that first. And now he's
And
gonna
then
drop.
He's
Okay.
gonna do drop the main.
Yep.
Oh, I think they did.
Was there a blink? There's no blink. He's gonna have to
Oh,
Oh, yeah, he is
no.
blink. He's gonna get one.
Yeah.
Or not. Doesn't even get one. He's gonna
very
kill
good
that
now.
base. The drop is gonna drop successfully. And you better get out again. Again, he doesn't kill. Did he kill? What did he kill there? Was that his?
I think he killed one medevac. I think.
Okay, one medevac, but mostly getting out fine. And now some DTs coming on the top right.
Okay, so he's getting turrets right now. Correct response. He's gonna drop the main again. And David Bain's bringing his whole army back.
Oh, and I think this is probably going to be the end for this drop. Oh, he doesn't push it back far enough. That was a mistake. The
He
supply.
lost the.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So, I don't know about you, but I'm actually impressed with the way Terran's playing. But mechanically, with Protoss producing stuff, they're still really up in supply, even though they lost that base and had to deal with all this. Right? I don't know. I like... David Bain, nice job. But Xenos, man, look at this massive army he has.
Yeah, it's a spear units. He doesn't even have Vikings. He's just starting to produce them now.
He
But
has...
I think if he has a flank, if he has a concave here, he can engage this.
Okay, no surprises here. He scans them. Because maybe he gets lucky with a disruptor shot, right? But that's not happening now. He's aware. Oh, and that's a planetary. Oh, nice hit with the disruptor. One more shot. Oh, that's gonna go in the middle. Beautiful shot. He kills the planetary. Another disruptor shot. Oh, these 3 shots were great. Now David Bain's in this game. Look at the supplies now.
Yeah, exactly.
He took some damage, lost his main, but 3 nice disruptor shots. He's back in. Oh. He's gonna lose a Colossus.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, the 2 disruptors.
Oh, 2 disruptor shots. Nice job. There's a charge lot army. So he'll clean up. Maybe. Or at least make this trade better. These charge lots are tough, man. Forcing the Vikings to land. Very nice game here by David Bain being behind. Xenos, the Terran, took some shots with the disruptor. Oh, look, he's going to trap him. But he's going to force him to fight. Oh, but look who's waiting on the other side.
2 disruptors.
And he was hoping that he'd go through that choke, but he didn't go. Xenos scans.
David Bain is really macroing well right now. He has the 5th base already starting, so
Yeah.
if this goes on further, if Sinas does not do a push or something, he's gonna get behind.
Yep. Disruptor, man.
I'm not even sure how you counter disruptors with Terran.
So
I mean,
yeah, I was talking, you know, I was hearing from the Muslim. The problem with disruptors is you need the liberators to counter the disruptors. But then the disruptors get the liberators get countered by just blink stalkers. So that's why he's complaining about it. So if you add like Size Storm to this mix, right?
yeah, it becomes really.
Oh, but this
hard.
is a nice move. He's gonna kill the base and a lot of workers. David Bain was just out of position on that one.
Yeah.
He kind of let him bully him up there on the top right. I don't think he needed to lose that base. And he lost his other base. So this is a positional thing. Good blink. Watch out for the disruptor. He's not pushing the
Oh, he's not throwing balls.
Yeah, because I think he feels like he's strong enough. He doesn't want to kill his own army with the disruptor balls.
Yeah,
right?
maybe.
And look, he does do it without using disruptors. But Xenos is producing like a madman. Look at that. Okay.
Oh, look, GMPs.
He does throw 2 disruptor balls at the same time, so that's not good enough. And just like that, Xenos with a 50-something supply lead. He needs another. This army's overstimmed. Oh, and he's not doing the disruptors. Like he defends, but
This is pretty close because Terran's already mining out. He needs to get to the.
Oh, that's true. Terran still has not taken the 4th base, and he's just gonna float. He's just gonna float that 4th base over. So this is a very scrappy game. But army-wise, Terran is a lot bigger. It's actually double. Protoss can't reproduce as well, so they gotta be careful. He can't lose his army. Here's a disruptor shot.
It's all about the disruptor shots from now on.
Yeah, and the problem is, it's just disruptor shot because there's only one.
Yeah, yeah.
He needs to get out of here. He does have DTs.
Is there a scan available? There's no scan?
He was floating his base, that's the thing, right? So maybe until it landed.
He even has blink.
He does have blink
DTs.
DTs.
In the DTs, yeah. Oh.
Oh, he's gonna hunt down these DTs. Stim, man. But he does overstim. Look at how bruised his army is. David Bane has a lot of gateways, but he doesn't have a lot of money to make a big army, right?
Yeah.
Where is his army? Another stim. Man, Xenos is overstimmed. Lucky for him, there is no army to make him pay. Until now, the funny thing is, the disruptors don't really need a bruised army to kill. They'll just kill you, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Look at this. Backs off. I think Xenos knows he needs to keep this army alive. He stims a lot, but Protoss just doesn't seem to have enough to go head on. Even though it's bruised, takes that base away. Xenos, man, his production.
Yeah, I think Xenos is probably gonna win this game now. Just needs to regroup his army and then go for a final push. And
it's his production, his bio production is really what got him into this game. You know, he took some shots. David Bane had a chance, but
yeah, when he was out of position at the fort,
that's really what turned the game. Yeah, exactly. Because he lost the base here and the other base that he already had existing, right? But maybe here you go. This drop loses
a
one.
Weird gamble by
Three.
Xenos.
Yeah, he didn't need to gamble. He was actually in great shape.
He just needed to regroup his army.
But look, there's another big army coming here.
Okay, yeah, I think it's still gonna be.
He's still fine.
For David Bane.
Still more than double the supply. He just produced bio army, right?
Yeah.
He just produces. Like, alright, I'll keep trading. I don't care. Once in a while, you may get a disruptor shot here or there, but overall, I'm gonna produce more than you, and I'm gonna end this game with just a lot of scrappy dropping. He's kind of like a Maru or something, right?
Yeah. It was a really close game. I thought Xenos was going to make it more convincing, but David Bane really showed what he can do with Protoss.
Exactly. He's pretty decent. Like you said, you were expecting maybe a 2-0, dominant 2-0, but David Bane fighting well. All right, man. What adjustment would you make if you're David Bane for this next game?
I think he needs to. I think it's the macro. His macro. He didn't produce probes, I think, enough. That's why he got behind in the units. Because when the first push came, he was already behind 40 support, 30 to 40 supply with the Terran. I'm not sure like what was he thinking? What was going to his mind? Maybe he was expecting an all-in from Cena. So maybe better scouting as well.
Yeah, you're right. He didn't see the fourth base, or the third was late, right? The fourth came down, floated down, so maybe that was the case. But he just couldn't deal with all the scrappy stuff that was coming his way. It kind of reminds me of how Maru plays, right?
Yeah. Just multiple drops, and then pure bio.
Yeah, that's a hard way to play Terran. But with that kind of play, you expose the player who can't defend you, right? Defend all those. So we're gonna head on to game 2. I'm here with Nox co-casting with me. He doesn't have his cam on right now, but that's okay. We're just taking a look at the two players. David Bane with his off-focus camera, and that's Xenos at the bottom. Game 2 coming right up.
Ice Storm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines.
I want to see David Bain try something different. Maybe like a two base pressure.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
with you
he's not
there.
massive. Yeah.
Top right, guys. The Protoss player needs to come back.
David Bain.
And go ahead.
So on the bottom left, we have the red Terran. He just needs to win this game to advance to the winner's match. He is.
Thanos.
Xenos showing his strength of macroing, making lots of Bayou units, dropping, harassing with the Raven, a Liberator attempt. David Bain had a good start to the game, actually, but he just fell behind. He just couldn't, it only takes one set of Bio Army to start pushing and killing things, right? Because if you don't kill that one Bio Army, he just pushes, it kills your army, and then it kills whatever that army was defending, which was the base, right? That's the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you deal with that as Zerg also. You ever notice if a drop, you don't take care of it, it just keeps doing damage continuously, stimming to their delight. David Bain with the scout, seeing a standard opener. Xenos with a scout, seeing no base yet, just blocking it. And a little harassment down here at the bottom too for Protoss.
Oh, it throws down the engineering bay.
Yeah, there you go. Might as well be annoying. Gets out.
It's going to delay the CC quite a bit, actually.
Yeah,
It doesn't have anything queued up in the gateway.
that's true. And there it is. There's the CC. The Nexus is delayed. He's forced to make a Zealot because that thing takes a while to kill. But actually, he doesn't even need to, I don't think. I think he just pulls some workers.
Yeah.
Because it's so low health already. This
Needs
is
to
a
cancel
wasted
it.
Zealot. He does cancel. He's like, you know what? It's almost done. No Reaper. Oh, there's the Reaper. Sorry. That Reaper was actually fast. See, that's the problem. He made the Zealot.
Now his adept is kind of delayed. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Zealo's just chasing him around.
Yeah, that's not a fair fight right there. 1-on-1 anyway, with no charge.
So I think we're gonna see Stargate, maybe. He's still not doing the Warp Gate.
Check this out. Proxy Stargate.
Oh, okay, there. Now I like this from David Bain. He's throwing something. Oh, it's a Void Ray kind of rush.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Void Ray proxy thing. It's a little bit delayed.
So I think this was a response to him getting blocked.
Yeah,
he
he-
actually canceled the Nexus. Wow.
Oh.
Because in Cena's vision, he sees the Nexus.
Yep.
That's
So-
a sneaky play.
Well, where's the Reaper? The Reaper is hanging out at the top, so he doesn't know anything.
Now I
Oh,
know.
but the Marines see it. The Marine sees what's up. So now he knows, but the Void Ray one is out. There are quite a few Marines here, though. The Reaper goes
There's
back.
also a Cyclone.
Protoss has one gateway to work with, though. You know, he cancels a couple of these. Is Void Ray... Is he out of Chrono? I think he's out of Chrono. You can't let that bunker up if he hopes to do any damage. There you go.
There's already a Cyclone out.
Yeah, I think this is a bit too late at this point. There's a lot of bio being produced. There's a reactor on this one. But maybe he can really take good trades here, and that'll help him. Vikings coming out also. Command center is safely down there too, so it's not like one of those proxy void rays that start early. before you can do much. So it's
Yeah.
a late time proxy Void Ray. Let's see how good proxy Void Rays are really, because this is so late. But if it's that
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
if that's good, then you know what? Why don't you just proxy Void Ray every game, right? Think about it. If it's
Yeah,
that
yeah,
good,
exactly. Yeah.
it's not doing bad, considering. Better not go in there too deep. Oh, we got a
Already.
little bit of a lag.
Oh.
Okay, so our admin's out, but you know what? We actually don't need admin in a running game, so it's okay. He's not casting with us. So okay, so that 40 seconds here will give Zeno's time to think about what he wants to do. How do I defend this? I mean, so far he's making bunkers, making more stuff. Just keep making stuff, right?
Yeah. And just micro properly.
Yep.
But I'm not sure like how, because the shield batteries like are basically practically infinite energy. So if he micros perfectly, he should be able to to overpower the Terran. So he's just producing voiders here.
Yeah, this is about positioning, right? The closer he can get to the shield batteries, the better. There's actually more room to get down here. Oh no, you can't put something behind these minerals. He needs a few more of these cyclones. Oh. He doesn't have the upgrade for the cyclones, but he has 3 of them now. And that makes it very dangerous. Watch, he focuses on them. Very good micro though by David Bain, right? I don't think he's lost a Void Ray. Has he?
No,
Oh,
he
this is
doesn't.
really good. Like making the most out of this. Look at that. This is fantastic. I really
I think this is
expect
where
this.
yeah, I think this is where the situation where like David Bain really practiced this build, and then Cena's doesn't really know what to do against this. I think
Not
because
only
yeah.
not only that, this control, right? I haven't seen something where you don't lose Void Ray. At least one. This guy has not lost one.
He's getting more gateways. Okay.
Yeah, he needs to bust through here. But the thing is, Xenos has 3 bunkers too. So you can't just bust in with these stalkers, right? Amazing to me the way this game is going. How successful this is. Actually, the next thing you could do is put more shield batteries at the front here. But he does
Yeah. No.
control. He controls this area right here with this choke. Oh, will he lose? No, he doesn't lose. One of the Void Rays still. I think David Bain may need to get a Nexus eventually, though, because he has the minerals.
Yeah, I think he needs to expand now.
He needs to. He's
Or
running
so,
out of money. Oh, he
but
might
he's
have.
not.
Ooh, he still doesn't lose one. You know what? David Bain's army is actually bigger. There's the prismatic alignment. He's gonna try to go for it here.
Oh,
These
this is. I'm not sure if this is a good idea.
the
He's gonna all in
bunkers.
now.
The bunkers really is what did it. He takes out 2 bunkers, but he trades away Void Rays for it. I think this is gonna do it, guys.
I think he needed to be patient here. Just
Yeah.
take a natural. There's pressure from this point. But yeah, good defense by Sinas. But I don't think David Bain should have lost that game there. He should have just been patient.
Thanos.
Yeah, he made something. You know, he didn't lose any Void Rays until he committed to that. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
all right. Well, we know David Bain is good though by seeing that. You know, despite Zeno's heavily favored, I think, right?
Yeah.
So, not bad. Not bad showing for David Bain. Showing some skill. Both games was winnable for David Bain. But Xenos, right, just kind of doing enough and waiting for the Protoss, forcing him to errors, right? Not
Yeah.
defending well enough on certain parts, and then on this one, forcing him to go in on 3 bunkers, right? With
Yeah. Yeah.
repair and all that, and then he doesn't have the advantage of shield battery. So what's Stalker's gonna do with Bio, right?
Yeah.
And he even look, Xenos also pulls the SCVs too in that game. So, all right, we're gonna see the next match, guys. So hang tight. Xenos is gonna chill, relax for a little bit. David Bane is gonna also relax. Let's take a look at Group G. It'll be Acero versus Portriel. Now, if you think the first one, Xenos is heavily favored, I think Acero's even more favored in this one. Now, do you know these two players at all?
Well, I've played some team games with Portugal, but I've never really seen him play 1v1. So,
If I
but
look at his
judging from
profile,
their
keep
yeah,
going.
from their MMR, like there's a big, I guess, disparity from Acer and Portugal. So I would say
Exactly.
that Acer is heavily favored as well.
Yeah, there
But you
is a
don't
huge.
know.
Now, Portriel, I was looked. He is the lowest ranking player to qualify. He is platinum. He's the only platinum to qualify. Right?
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
let's go take a quick peek at the player registry and take a look at that. So he has quite a bit of a challenge on him if he is, right? There he is. He's a platinum Terran from Cagayan de Oro. He's 20 years old. He has a monumental challenge here. You know, because platinum, man, you know, that's... Unless he hasn't been lathering, right? And hasn't... And Acero... Okay, Acero's a diamond, so maybe if he's platinum 1 versus diamond 3, it might be close enough. Who knows? But platinum is a big tell. You know what I mean? Like, most people are diamond, right? On lather, right? That's a big portion. And platinum to diamond adjustment is pretty big, I think. I don't know if you remember back in those days when you were platinum diamond. It's not until diamond where, you know, if you're at the platinum level, right, that's where you're kind of like still doing a few things here or there that's gonna get you. It's a big jump to diamond. What do you think?
I'm not actually quite sure what the skill disparity is from diamond and platinum, but yeah, I think that's it's going to be probably a very hard game for Portugal to, but we'll see. You don't know what he has planned for this.
He is our again, our Rocky, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people are rooting for him to pull this off, of course, just because a lot of people like underdogs. But definitely Acero says he's from Georgia. And I don't know if that's Georgia, USA. That's the state of Georgia, or there's no Georgia in the Philippines, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's any. I think he's from the US, I think.
Well, we're
the
gonna
US.
find out. We can go ask him later. Well, basically, we'll be interviewing the winners and losers of these matches. You know, like the one that gets eliminated. We talk to him real quick to see what's up, how he liked the tournament, and of course, just like in GSL, we'll always interview the winners. So those are the questions we'll ask. Because Georgia is actually on the same time zone as where I am in DC, Virginia. So it's 11 a.m. here right now. So it's a decent time for him. Although if you're not a morning person, 11 a.m. you're still kind of, you know, especially
Yeah.
on a Saturday, you're like, in the Philippines right now, what is it, midnight there or 11?
It's like 12:02 a.m. Yeah, midnight.
Yeah. So for gamers, you are actually pretty sharp,
their
I
peak
think. Yeah. So one guy is sleepy, the other guy is peak. So actually, guess who's sleepy supposedly? The guy that's favored here, and Rocky is very much awake, ready to do things. All right, so let's go check on our admin. There you go. We have our players on camera now. On the top, that's Acero PH. And at the bottom, Portriel praying. There you go. He's nervous. He's ready to go. I know he's nervous. He's mentioned multiple times that he's nervous, even just during watching players play. So imagine how nervous you'd be playing. Do you remember the first time you played in a tournament? How nervous you were?
Yeah, definitely. Like, so you really play different when when you're in tournament mode. I'm not even sure if I play like. Sometimes I get so nervous that it's embarrassing sometimes.
Yep.
But then sometimes you play like a completely different level from your normal level. So yeah,
Yeah, so you know he's nervous. And here's the thing, it's not just a tournament, he's being casted.
yeah.
And people are seeing his face on the camera. So that's extra pressure. And people are watching that are supporting him. We see some on the chat, right? So anyway, guys, it's starting up. Game 1. Our second match today. Acero PH versus Portrio.
So another TVP.
That's right.
Okay.
Storm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines.
Alright, guys. The young man from Cagayan de Oro. The Terran player. Looking for an upset.
Poor Trail.
And go ahead.
And on the bottom right of Lightshade, we have the Red Protoss.
Acero PH.
Look at that intro. He brings up a bag of Kraft cheese. So, I think he's gonna bring out the special cheese, the queso from Protoss. Or maybe that's
very funny.
right? So that's his video. This intro's, he's lifting up this Kraft box, bag of cheese. So let's see if he actually does pull it off. Maybe he's just trying to scare people. I don't know. But I think they don't pretend to be cheesers, right?
Yeah, they just cheese.
They actually just do it. They're like, nah, dude, I'm doing it. They're not worried about repercussions.
It would be funny if every game we see from him is actually cheese.
Actually, I like watching cheesy games. It's actually more fun. That's why I love watching, Haas, right?
Yeah.
Haas is fun to watch. I actually root for Haas. Just because it's just great to watch cheese. Now, I hate playing against cheesers because it just pisses you off, right? But it's more fun for the viewers. Blocking here a little bit, and then he decides to get out. So for Acero, it's not the super early cheese. It's just, after the second Nexus, if he does cheese. There you go. A little bit of harassment. He's gonna soften up this SCV, because if he rushes this an Adept down there, oh, is he gonna kill it? He kills it. Oh no, that should not happen, but he does pay for it with his life. Luckily for Portugal, he has the scouting SCV coming back to finish the job on that command center.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this Reaper. What's he doing? Why is he hanging out there? Okay. Just probably a miscue. There is no Reaper jump path for the Protoss here.
Okay, so he's throwing down a Robo. Oh? Yeah, he's not. He needs to scout with this Reaper. He needs to see what
He needs to see the Robo, right? But he's afraid he got pushed back by the Stalker. He wants to keep it alive long enough, I think. Once you go in, I think you're dead because there is a Reaper trap. Unless you're really good at the bombs, right? The grenades.
Yeah, he's trying to get up with using the cliff, but yeah.
There you go. Now he's going to go in, and he will finally scout that Robo.
He needs to scout it. Yeah, he sees everything. You can get the pro? Maybe? No.
No. And there you go. That's enough for the scouting. And that, for Acero, if you're actually cheesing like you plan on doing, this is where you bring it out, right? There's no more scout except for a possible scan. Prism right away. Look at that.
charge that Zealot timing. He's pulling off gas. He has like one each gas,
That's true. So
maybe.
that's true, but his Twilight. Typically, the timing though is Robo and Twilight, right? But he didn't do that. So,
Okay, yeah.
so, but he is gonna pick up these two stalkers. And did he close this? I'm not sure if he closed it.
I
This
think there's
choke.
a one unit can still press to that. I think.
Okay.
But quite a weird. Why would he pull like probes from the gas there? I'm not quite sure why he did that.
Yeah. Well, he is now fully saturated at the bottom base. He does fix a little bit of saturation on this side. There you go. Okay, he's now gonna do damage with two stalkers. But you know, Terran has a Widow Mine. 3 Widow Mines coming. Oh, Portrial, man, is looking good for him. There's a Observer coming out. What can okay, 4 stalkers. What can they do against this Bioforce? Right, defending. Not too much with Micro, maybe. Okay, let's watch this, man. This is all about this drop. Because remember, Terran already had a nice, you know, worker setup going, and Protoss stopped making workers for a little bit, right? Not enough damage so far, but he does save everything. He is dealing with these stalkers on the top right, so that's probably why.
This is actually a 70 from the Protoss. So
Oh.
he's gonna have lots of production right now, but he doesn't have the gas.
Yeah, because he pulled it, and especially with these, the mines. Wait, is this about Prism Trap now? Where is the medevac? There's the medevac. It's coming back, and it does cause problems again. Oh, loses it before he drops that other mine. Okay.
Not that
Not-
bad.
Yeah, not a lot of damage. But you know,
He's going up.
oh, he's going back. But the thing is, man, Acero planned his whole build off of doing damage. And, well, he's just now doing damage, but good repair. Terran is pushing forward with a lot of Marines. Wow, that one tank is defending with repair.
There's a lot of Marines
But
there.
there's a lot of Marines. He's gonna cancel this base. He's kind of choked up here. He stims. Forces a cancel. These are slow zealots, by the way, guys. Portrail goes home. Scares the Protoss into making shield batteries. There's already a finished third command center. You know, looking good for Portrail, to be honest. And if this Prism dies, the Twilight's researching charge. It just finished. So charge is finished. But
So
this
we
is
have
a
a mass-
scary army, man. This is a scary Terran army. Portrail, guys. He has his chance if he goes.
Yeah, Portugal needs to commit now. He can't go back.
Yeah, he's getting distracted at home. But I think this is the case where you just go. You can actually kill this Prism. He missed micro there. Oh no, he's gonna go home. Is he going home? What's he doing? His tanks are not helping with the fight. Oh, his production is getting raised though. Oh no, this is where you start falling apart. But here's the final push by Portrail. I think he had a chance, guys. But he just couldn't handle the multi-prong aggression from Acero. The tank dies without the siege.
You also see an instant GG from Acero. I'm not even sure if he planned that or not.
Yeah, you know what? It looked good there for Portrail. But he just had to defend the aggression in his back base, right? If he was able to do that, he could have just pushed out there with a superior army.
Yeah, he needed to keep units at home to do with the Dark Prism. And
That
then he
prism,
pushed.
that prism
That's
caused
why
so
I
much
like.
problems.
That's why I like playing Protoss. It's like War Prism is the best unit in the game.
That's true. Keep that
One of the best.
alive. Keep it alive, and Terran is afraid of going out. The thing is, though, the one mistake I think for Portugal was he knows there's a prism out. He didn't leave units at home except for one tank, right? No turret,
Yeah,
none of that. Like I think he should have rallied units to his main. I think he had it
yeah.
rallied up front, and with his standing army, that's what you push with. You know what I mean? So that was, I think, a minor adjustment he can do for the next game. I'm sure Portugal's thinking about it. So we'll see what he does on game 2. It's coming right up. We're loading up into the lobby now, guys. Our second match, game 2. Portugal's still smiling. So maybe he has less nerves now. Remember, we said he was nervous.
Storm Starcraft League Season 1 Philippines.
But the macro of Portugal in that game was really good. We already had the third CC. It was actually quite ahead, I think.
Yeah, he
Just needed to
was. He
reflect
had
on
a great
Portugal.
chance to win. And that just shows to us that these guys are actually closer than we think, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So that's good to see. So we'll see Portugal tie it up here. He needs to. In the meantime, the bottom left, the Protoss player able to win that last game with some multi-aggression.
Acero PH.
Didn't technically cheese, really, as much. Right? It's not really a big cheese, but go ahead.
So on the top right, we have the Terran players wants to win this game so we can tie it up. We have
Portugal.
All right. Let's see if Portugal can handle whatever it is that Sarah's throwing at him, and then punish him with a lot of bio, right?
yep. So I think this is standard. There's no outright cheese is going to go down.
Some harassment. Nothing too unusual. Sarah PH goes back and sees, oh, wow, took you a while to drop down to command center. Why did it take a while? He actually leaves his second CC here, unlike the last time where he lost one second SCV. Portugal,
I did make this mistake now.
yeah, Portugal learning from the last one. However, a little bit of control issues here. This guy's still not mining back. So maybe he's still a little nervous. There's a hole here on this Reaper drop, or Reaper block, right?
Yeah, I think that's a hole.
The Reaper goes the other way anyway. Nothing there to kill as far as units. Gets past the Stalker. Let's see if he gets at least one. No, nicely goes in.
Okay, he sees the robo, so it's a good scout.
He knows it's a robo build again. Oh, he makes a turn. Okay, he just gets out. Oh my gosh.
He realized that it was open, so he just went out that way.
Yeah, but then he took another shot, you know. He's lucky he still had one more shot to go. 1-1-1 so far with the Hellion opener.
So it's not gonna be the Widow Mine drop that we saw earlier.
Yeah. Acero closes that choke. I don't think it's close still, but whatever. At this point, well, you know what though? If he's trying to do something cheeky, hiding it back there, the Reaper can get in. But he's gonna go at the bottom first though. He's like, oh, this guy must have closed it by now. He's gonna get in here. Oh, but he's dancing around. Now he takes a couple of extra shots. He still gets away with it. He may find out that the prism is coming out. Let's see if he sees it. Oh no, he hangs back here. I don't think he's gonna see it, guys. Yeah.
Oh, he took out the Reaper.
No, he didn't see it. Oh, but he does see it get picked up. Okay, so he knows there's a Reaper. And actually, it shows back up again. I mean, the prism. It shows back up again anyway. That's funny. This is... He does kill 2 workers. Total. Alright. Bio again.
Yeah. And then there's going to be a Hellion drop. While there's going to be a Stalker drop.
So these Hellions are actually going to do more than the mines, right?
Definitely. Yeah, yeah.
There's no
units
at home. No shield battery. 3 is the right number actually to kill workers. This is looking really good, I think, for Portrail. Just like the first game. So he just has to do damage. Here you go. Unspotted.
Oh, he's micro popper. Okay.
There you go.
2 probes.
Already better than that first attack. He's running away from 1 stalker, which is surprising.
He needs to focus probes.
Yeah, he needs to focus. There, it was a big one right there. Oh, he's miscontrolling that. The prism on the right side still has not dropped. 9 workers. Maybe more? Oh, they're all jumbled up there. 10. Meanwhile, this prism has no chance to get in there. Look at all that bio. So, Portrail already in much better shape than the last one, where he was actually in great shape. Right?
Yeah, he actually saves the Hellions as well.
He saves the Hellions, but he lost the medevac, I think, somehow.
No, he still has the medevac here.
Oh, well, is that the same one? I don't know if that's the same one.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But that's still a lot of damage for not even losing the 3 Hellions.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. So, Acero is now down in workers and army. And he has a major bio army to deal with here. And Acero, what does he have for that? Charge lots, really. This is really good for bio, actually. Portrail in great shape. The only thing is, Portrail does not have a 3rd command center, unlike the last game. But he is focusing on upgrades. Gearing turrets. He's not going to deal with that prism like before. He's like, I'm tired of that one, right? That's why he lost the last game from the prism.
Yeah, he's actually making the right adjustments in this game.
Yeah, this is good to see.
Yeah, he's learning from the mistakes.
The prism sees the move out. And the bad thing is, Acero was actually trying to expand. Alright. Charge lot is not done yet. If he actually attacks soon and micros really well here. But his army just went like the wrong way. It's really odd. Right? They went like the long way.
Yeah.
What is going on here? Oh! He needs to join his army. Because he has a scary army here. Okay, here it is. This is it. Nice tank blast. Portrail. He's gonna slowly move him. Oh, he's gonna drop? He's gonna drop, boys! But he needs to do it soon. This is actually a long way around for the Protoss to go back to his main. He may need to, like, recall. And for some reason, he didn't expect the Dune drop.
He has no recall in his base.
No recall. He's gonna walk the long way, and he's not even walking yet until now. He's gonna lose some structures here. If you are Portrail here, you want to focus your attack right there at the choke. The second tank is not sieged yet. Here it is. The prism gets killed. But he lets him up the
Yeah.
ramp. But he's gonna trade well here, I think. One tank. Yeah, one tank is still alive. Oh, can he do it, Portrio? Oh, but here comes the charge lots. 15 workers killed, however. And he escapes with a lot of his units. This Viking kind of showing up with the F2. And will probably die from these stalkers. But 15 workers killed. And his command center is done, man. What do you think?
I think Portra's ahead this game. He just needs to get his upgrades and then go
His
for another
2-2's
push.
already started. No upgrades for
Yeah.
Protoss. And you know what? If you're Portrio, I wouldn't hate him if he made the planetary here. You know, but he's making an orbital. The only thing is, he didn't kill the third base for Protoss.
Yeah. He went for the Doom drop instead. But he killed 14 probes, which is a lot.
That's a lot of workers killed. Alright. Still no answer, though, for Protoss in terms of dealing with the bio, right? No Storm, no Disruptors, no Colossus, no Archons. Like, that's like all three. All four. Right? How do you deal with the bio?
Yeah.
With better upgrades, too. Keep that in mind. Oh,
Is
and
he
else?
going to push out his army? I think that's a bad idea.
No, you can't attack this army. And here's the thing, dude. There's a lot of infrastructure coming his way, too, for the Terran. So he'll produce even more bio. He knows Acero is trying to push him, so he just needs to reinforce here. This observer sees everything, man. Look, it's hanging out there. Here's the army.
Yeah.
Where's the medevacs?
Oh, he's gonna get caught here.
Oh no! Bad trade here for us for Portrio. But his medevacs aren't helping.
Oh.
This is a total miscontrol. Oh no! And now Acero is back in this game, guys. He had so many medevacs. He actually would have healed so many units, right? Maybe even win that battle. And now the Colossus is out. Oh, dude. He's gonna watch this replay and just like, oh, dude, why did... You know, he keeps having problems sending units to this side. They keep getting separated, if you noticed that, right? That's the first time he went all the way the long way around, right? And now the second time, his medevacs got way ahead. He's forced to lift. There's one Colossi. Acero takes his base.
His upgrades are 2-2 now, so I think he's still ahead, I think.
Yeah, there's only one Colossi, so... You know, actually at this point, he doesn't know what we know, right? But actually at this point, you can do a pull workers and go attack. If you think about it, right?
Yeah.
The SCVs can tank.
Yeah, there's only one Colossus, not much splash damage.
Second Colossus coming out in like 30 seconds. He didn't lose his base. He's gonna make a planetary for that. Yeah, look at this, man. That observer sees everything. He should probably put a turret there or something, but... He knows what he's dealing with. 4 tanks, you can't attack this. The 5th one on the way. This is a planetary. Alright, here's a big battle here. Portrail really needs to get some luck on his side because he kind of screwed up a couple of things already. Here it is, the attack on the planetary. Okay. Regroup. Regroup, guys, regroup. The tanks are just kind of chilling. Acero's still here, Portrail. Please do not go and separate your units again. right? That's what cost him a sure win, I think. Why did you see him boost his medevac somehow? I think he's having like control issues, man. He boosted his medevac to the right and then do nothing with it. But anyway, here we go. He sees it. He's gonna stim, draw him into tank fire. Beautiful. A complete whiff on that. Do you think Portrail needs to just calm down?
I'm not actually quite sure because it's hard to push against this. Yeah, because he's already getting disruptors. So he needs to. I think he needs to be. He needs to do multi-prong aggression and not just macro up, because you can't engage against the disruptors, right? With just a pure bio.
Yeah, and actually, Protoss already has 1-1. So he's catching up on the upgrades, and he's expanded everywhere. You need to punish this. Oh no, some miscontrol here by Portrail. One of the Liberators takes damage, but it's still alive. Oh, we got a base trade happening, guys. Do you want to base trade a Terran?
Definitely not. But Sarah's doing it. He's fully on committing to a base trade now. He's not recalling.
Yeah, alright. Here we go, guys. He might be recalling. He's hanging out there. Oh, he's recalling. This might be a good thing for
Portrail, yeah.
Yeah!
Oh, look at the big disruptors. Oh my god. That's a
Disruptor shot kills a lot. If he kills this base... But I think he has enough here. His army is powerful, guys. If he needs to focus that disruptor, he does. Charge Blast to the rescue, but there's a ton of medevacs. He does decide to go back to the tanks. Smart idea. Okay, here, guys. If Portrail wants to win this game, I think he needs to do some really good trades here. He might win it. Oh, he's not gonna win it right here. Okay. So this is gonna keep going. But he did kill 51 workers overall the span of this game. So
But Protoss is still ahead in the workers.
yeah, this the funny thing is he killed 51 workers. The Protoss killed 13, but Protoss is still ahead in workers. Oh, free zealots? No. Okay, multi-prong attack, guys. Portrail needs to hang on here, and he does hang on. Nice job. The Prism! The Prism gets away. Acero smartly backs off, but Acero has a secret base.
Oh,
But Portrail is trying to get a secret base up. He keeps scanning everywhere, but this one stupid observer sees everything, man. See that?
yeah, he hasn't scanned this part yet.
That's been there all game, pretty much. So he knows when to go in and out. You know, if Portrail does a sweep on the right side, wipes out that base, he'll be in great shape. He does not know about this base. He keeps scanning. Right? Let's look at his point of view.
He hasn't scanned the hidden base yet.
He sees the expansion attempt on the other side, but he has no idea about this base. Meanwhile, Acero does not know about this secret base. Okay. The armies are gonna meet right here. Which is good for Portrail. Catches a lot of these Stalkers, but Stalkers do have Blink. He can take this on. Just don't take any disruptor shots. Good split. One more. Really good split. Time to fight.
Good split. Oh, he killed the disruptor.
He killed the disruptors, but he's gonna have to back off. The Blink may clean up a lot of these medevacs, and they do. It's one of those scrappy games that we saw, kind of like the Xenos games, but not with the Xenos control. That's the only thing, right? He does pick up the tank. Oh, does he not have enough here? I don't think he has enough. Portrail will be forced to lift off. He just has to survive. He has 2 bases. And this is not a planetary. Until now. He's gonna pull workers. There's a disruptor here.
Oh, he's gonna lose all of the SCVs.
Oh man, he's gonna lose his base. There's still an attack on this side. I think Port Trail's falling apart. You know, he had a great shot of winning this. But now it's just not looking good. 50 supply lead. He still has his secret base. Which Acero is close to seeing. Look, Acero still has not seen this secret base.
He's just like pixel away from it.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Don't push him. Whatever you do, do not push him back there. Portrail. He does not know. He doesn't
He's not
know.
going,
Alright.
there.
Okay, so Portrail is still alive. Barely breathing. However, Acero is now comfortable with a secret base of his own. Here's a Doom Drop. This is what Terrans like to do. They're just like, you know, I'm gonna Doom Drop. This is like their DT. You know, when behind, Doom Drop.
He scans here, but he doesn't see the base. This is unfortunate. So he still doesn't know about the hidden base on the lower right.
Yeah, he boosts, but then decides not to go anywhere. He has too many medevacs too, with not enough units in there. He will finally kill this useless base. And look!
But he's gonna get trapped. His army.
Yeah, he's gonna lose his army here. Okay, he'll do some damage here. That's good.
He might take out his base.
No,
No, it's not enough units.
not enough units. I mean, he needs to get out with these medevacs. At this point, it's not worth saving these. Like he shouldn't try to lift out. He needs to boost that. See, he loaded them and then he loses more out of it. So that wasn't worth it, right?
Yeah.
So for Portrail, he's looking good with his macro and things like that, but it's just some of the medevac control we're seeing, right? That he's having issues with. Like that's something he knows he'll need to work on. But he definitely had really good chances to win here. I mean, look, this guy always has a lot of medevacs. Sometimes more than the units. But look at the medevac control. He's not controlling it, right?
Yeah, this is
That's-
like one part of the big army. Yeah.
Exactly. That's the thing that he probably just has to work on. And I think he'll be in much better shape. He'll definitely beat these players, right, in these situations. But I think that's gonna do it for this match. He's down to 20 army supply. He can produce a lot, but he loses that base. He still hasn't dealt with that one. But nice, it's pretty good showing for Portugal. He actually had a chance to win both games. It's kind of like the other game, the other series, where David Bain had a chance, but it's just not enough, right?
Yeah, these are not like one-sided games where the other one just steamrolls the losing player. But yeah, this is pretty good showing from Portugal, given that the disparity of their skill level.
And
Let's say.
he still doesn't know about this base, which is funny. And now he finally sees. He's like, oh.
There was all the disruptor shot to kill the SCP.
Yeah, pretty good disruptor accuracy there. Very nice showing for Portrail. He knows exactly what he needs to work on, which is the control of his army, right? Always got to be together. Medevacs can't be way ahead. There was one big fight there where his Medevacs was not healing. But other than that, maybe that's it, right? The rest of the game, he was pretty decent.
It's GG.
And as expected,
Acero PH.
Sir PH will win. He didn't actually win by cheese, if you think about it.
Yeah, all of those are macro games.
Yeah. Alright, well, we're going to have the winner's match coming right up here. But pretty good showing from our losers, if you think about it. Right? The favorites are the favorites, we know. Right? But it's always cool to see when the losers give a good showing here, right? And they're not losers yet because no one's eliminated yet. They still have a chance on the losers match. What do you think about Acero's style?
It's quite not. I guess not the usual thing I see. I don't really usually see a robo first and then try to do a stalker harass. It's just not
Yeah, it's
something
really
that
weird.
Protoss doesn't do. Yeah, because the stalkers don't really kill workers that fast, so it's not that effective.
And there's Xenos. He's like, alright, you bullied my Terran brother. I'm gonna show you a Terran that does not lose his medevacs. Right? And we saw Xenos, he likes to do drops. Multi-drops. So man, I think Acero's in here for some punishment from Terran race. The revenge. What do you think?
Yeah, I think Sinos is even more favored than this one in this one than versus David Bain, just because of how I saw the play of David Bain was compared to Acero.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean I'm hoping that Acero could give a good showing in this matchup.
Yeah, we always like underdogs, right? To at
Yeah,
least I
yeah,
don't like 2-0s. I like it when there's a fight. Um you know that opener with the two stalker prism thing? I don't think that's gonna work at all. It's gonna get shut down completely. But you know, they should know that Xenos was watching. So you can't pull the same stuff off on the same matchup like right after.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
So let's go see if they have the map picks already done too. This is the winners match coming up, guys. I'm here with Nax, the co-caster, giving us some analysis. Joining the cast here for Group G. It looks like we do have the Xenos Acero H map picks happening right now. You just started. No one has vetoed anything yet. What do you think about this tool that we have for vetoing and selecting maps? This is on a web.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, it's the first time I've seen that thing. I think I mean, it's quite good for casting. I guess it's like convenient to see all the maps laid out and the bands and picks. So yeah, it's quite good.
It's good for the viewers to see, you know, oh, so and so doesn't like that map, or things like that, right? You know,
Yeah, yeah.
when you play ladder Nux, do you have vetoes? Like, and which ones? Like, what do you hate?
Yeah. I mean, if I'm playing for for the first 10 games, maybe I'm not gonna ban some maps. But if I'm playing the same map like 5 times in a row, that's where I start banning because I don't want to play the same map multiple times in a row. But that's the only situation where I put down the bans. But I still play at every map.
Yeah, I don't have it. I used to veto maps back in the day, but now I don't. I just play all of them. I'm like, whatever. You know, I'm gonna have to play them eventually, so I might as well learn. And you want to learn on maps that's not favored for Zerg or whatever you play, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Because there will come a time that you would have to play that map, and you need to have the knowledge on how that map plays out.
So we're seeing the vetoes right now. If you guys are looking at the screen, we have Oxide vetoed for Xenos, and then Romanticide for Acero. 2 more vetoes, and then we'll have the map picks, guys. Are still doing that. In the meantime, we're gonna take this opportunity to show our show appreciation for our sponsor, and that would be Lanix US while they're doing so we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Hi guys, welcome back. It's a short little break right there. We got our map picks. Okay, vetoes are done. Game 1 will be on Death Aura, as you guys can see. Some funny things on the chat about Zerg not needing to veto. I disagree. You definitely don't want to play on maps where there's too many chokes as Zerg. Right? Too many places where tanks can siege up, where they can do the cannon rushes really well, Protoss, right? Or they can do the, what's that, the proxy stuff that they do. There's lots of reasons to veto maps as Zerg, because Zerg wants open space, right? They want open space. They don't want all the choky stuff with ledges and all that. So, what race doesn't care about maps too much? I don't know. Could it be Terran?
I think it depends on your playstyle, right? Like,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you are for a cheesy kind of player, then you want the shorter rush distances.
Yep, yep. So
In
vetoes do
general.
matter. Vetoes do matter for many players. Some players they don't care if they're, maybe if they don't care, they're just gonna cheese you. They don't care, right? Or they, I don't know, but wow, it's taken a while for Acero to pick his second map for the game. Kind of surprised here. Let's see if the players are. Oh, I see. He went for a bathroom break. He's now back. All right, there he is. You can see on our camera. Puts his hoodie back on. You know, when I play in tournaments, I just like, look, dude, just pick whatever. I don't care. I'm not good enough to take advantage of one thing or another at this point, right? There were only some of the weird maps too, right? Maybe people will veto them. Remember those weird maps with blockers of minerals and things like that, right? Those,
Yeah,
a lot of
yeah.
people veto those. There's a few maps like that. I
There's
forgot
also
the
that one
names.
map that I played where the air distance was quite short, and then you had rocks in between. There's a watchtower in between. I forgot the name. It was quite recent, like 2 seasons ago or
Yeah, I
one
know what
season
you're
ago.
talking about. The games were really weird, right? And then you can kind of expand it down there. You can clear out with the minerals, right? Those are the maps that
Yeah,
get
yeah,
vetoed by guys that hate playing weird maps. And the ones that play weird and all any and have specific builds for them, they like those maps.
yeah, yeah. Exactly.
Or even maps where there's like these golds. Some people hate playing on those because they say, "Oh man, you know, the Zerg or whoever will take that gold, and then boom, you're in trouble," right? But those might make for really fun games to watch, to be honest.
Yeah, it kind of takes out of the usual macro games.
All
I
right,
just
guys.
realized that I think we're gonna have like a TVP all night. We're
Is
not
it?
gonna have any
Yeah,
mirror.
that's true. Okay, look, they're ready for the game 1, guys. We're gonna hop back on. It's Acero versus Xenos in our winners match. I'm here with Nux casting. Heading into game 1. Winners match. The third match today. Minus the Group F finishing match from replay. So we're favoring Xenos on this. A much better Terran in terms of multi-prong aggression, right? That Acero had a hard time with Portrayal. Well, guess what? You're gonna have to deal with this guy. On the top left, Acero, the underdog in here, but can he do something?
Acero PH.
Go ahead.
And we have Xenos, and we have the Blue Terran, who is quite heavily favored in this matchup. He is
Xenos.
Alright, boys. And Sarah's gonna be put to the test here. Right? If you're a Sarah, do not do that blink, that stalker, no blink stalker prism thing, because I think that's gonna put you behind. He basically makes 4 to 6 stalkers with his prism. That's a lot of gas, and I don't think he'll do much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So Sinus is doing a weird thing here where he's not taking gas and then he's blocking it with the supply depot.
Yeah, he wants to
So,
close it off. He doesn't want him to know what he's up to.
but it's quite peculiar because there's no gases being taken. So maybe this is just to throw off.
Yeah, maybe if
Sarah.
he's not making gases, I think he's gonna add 2 more barracks here, or okay, a faster third. But the gas being super late, that's really odd, right? Like you're trying to make
Yeah,
so many minerals while you making a. Are you gonna make more barracks? Like gasless isn't a thing against Protoss as Terran, right? Unless you're going all barracks and you're just gonna go, you know.
so yeah, I'm actually quite. I don't know what Sinus is doing here, honestly.
Yeah. And he doesn't need to do this because I think he's the better player. He can play normal.
So it's in on clear access. Okay.
There you
So
go.
I think
It's odd. Hey, this is why we play the game. We want to see different things too, right? If we just play the game
yeah,
based on what we know, then we'd be like, okay, you win. No need to play.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So this is quite refreshing to see these kinds of builds.
On the other side, Protoss is finally going to expand, and Robo, his favorite tech building, is coming up.
So he's going to do the same stuff.
Yeah.
He's not taking our advice.
Yep. He's not listening to the stream. By the way, guys, this is the winner's match.
Storm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines.
There's the Twilight. So the Twilight's a little bit faster,
Yeah, it's faster this time.
which means he'll have access to charge faster, maybe Storm. He's gonna need Storm. This is massive Bioforce coming his way. Yeah, this is a gasless opener for Terran where he gets a lot of minerals and then gets double gas and saturates them. So this is a Xenos special. I don't know who does this a lot in the pro scene, but I do see this occasionally on ladder when I play Protoss. The key here though is when the Terran pushes, you better have AoE or a lot of charge or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because you're gonna get kited the whole day with Marauders and
Yeah.
Marines. Interesting enough, Acero doesn't go for the Warp Prism. So he may have listened to us and he just went for an observer just to scout.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. And he has a lot of gateways already, guys. So this is not bad for Acero. The observer is gonna see what's up. Now Xenos may scan right here. He sees that flicker. Oh, so that's the other thing. Remember, Portrail had an observer on his base, knowing exactly what was going on.
Yeah, in the third base, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, the observer at a key spot in the Terran base. That's really a problem, because then Protoss knows what to do.
Oh, so he doesn't know because he doesn't scan.
Yeah,
so
he doesn't
Sinos
scan.
doesn't. He dropped the new.
Yeah, he didn't scan. He didn't hear it go into sentry mode or whatever it's called. Look at that. Robotics Bay for the Protoss, so he may be going to a faster... He sees a lot of bio, right? So he may go to a faster Colossus or Disruptor.
Yeah, Sarah sees everything with this observer. This is actually getting quite bad for Silas because Sarah basically knows what he's doing.
And there's no third command center, so actually Xenos needs to do damage with this army. And he's gonna push out now. Disruptor coming out. So here's the thing with Disruptors, that you have to get a good hit and then that's it. You know what I mean? It shoots once. For Colossus, it just keeps shooting and you micro it back. It's constant, right? That's the only thing I don't like about the Disruptor. Disruptor is gonna be done, one of them, for this push. He sees it. Let's see the control here. There's shield batteries here, so... Ooh. The whiff. He sees the base.
Oh, he's gonna snap the Disruptor.
Oh, he got the Disruptor. Shield batteries there to help out. I think he'll hold... But he'll do some damage here. You know, behind this, an expansion attempt. And now a drop in the main. It's a long walk for Protoss. He's taking damage on the low ground from these stalkers. Is he gonna get one? He gets one!
He got the full medevac.
The full one? Oh, man. Alright, so that's really good for Protoss, actually. At the end of the day, only a few workers killed. And more lost resources slightly for the Terran. And remember, Protoss is already mining the third base. Terran just now finishes this third. There, another army. He's gonna be pushing again. So Acera has a chance in this game, right? To just kind of ball up if he engages well, right? Because Xenos has a really good control. You know what I mean? Minus the one full medevac snipe that he let happen. He has really good control. So this is really about how you execute the attack. If Acero shuts this down completely, he's in great shape. He can head on to Colossus and all the good stuff. Look at this. This is scouting zealots. He's treating him like Zerglings. Like, yeah, let me just send some scouting zealots.
Okay, so Sinas will launch an attack here. Oh, he's going to get to the probe line.
Oh, these probes. Poor probes. He does lift. No blink yet. It's almost there, guys. But this, you know, this Sim City of his base is working against him. He has to walk all the way around, but he is surrounding him. Blink is not done yet. 9 seconds. Oh, man. This Sim City screwed him up, right? Look, he had to go all the way around for it. He does have blink now, though, so Xenos better be careful. Xenos is sending another army. There's the boost out. Xenos! Ooh! Did you see him do that?
That's so risky. He already had blink, actually, so he could have snapped.
Oh my gosh, look! This gateway is blocking him, so he has to go all the way around again. Did you see that?
Yeah.
This Sim City is screwing him up. He can actually blink and kill more. Right here. Where's the blink? Oh, he doesn't blink. What's going on? And now another attack here on the other side.
And here we see that the multitasking of Sinas getting the better of Acero.
You know, Acera had a great chance in this game to crush those attacks, but the way his buildings were positioned, right?
Yeah.
And then look at that. Xenos is gonna come right back in.
This is the classic Terran moves.
Yes. The moves that make Protoss mad.
He even gets the Colossus.
Oh my goodness. Now these cannons should probably focus on the medevacs. If they don't, he has to deal with these two up front. He lost his base. He's down to 2 bases. He'll finally clean up that drop. But Xenos already has a 4th base. Right?
Yeah, this is just his macro mechanics bringing him to this game.
He really needed to also not have this kind of setup for his buildings where he had to walk the long way. It's like, let me make my buildings so I have to walk the longest way possible from one point to another. If you think about it, right? Okay, so it's a nice disruptor shot here. Actually, catches the Terran off guard, and look at that, the double mule. I think all Terrans love to do this.
Yes.
At least the Terrans in the Philippines, I see they do this a lot.
But the banner mules.
Exactly, and you know what? Protoss and Zerg. What is their equivalent for Manor Mules? I don't think there is.
Yeah. Actually,
Like
that's
what?
the one thing I don't like about the Zerg race. You don't have a equivalent of the banner mule.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Drag a drone and make a hatchery? Takes so long. It takes too long.
Lame, though.
I mean, the only thing you'll do is what? Maybe dance your units.
Yeah.
But dancing your units is scarier because then you're not shooting. Anyway, guys, Xenos shows revenge for the Terran race. Now Acera's left thinking, why did I build my base like that? That's what he's thinking, man. I'm telling you. He is hating his building architect. So game 2, it was good to see that both of them changed their styles, right?
Yeah.
So in fact, Acera had an advantage there early, but he just could not handle the first drop. You know what I mean? Like, he just took too much damage. Yeah, we know that the building placements didn't help him, but he didn't handle the drops well at all. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. I think he could have had Blink earlier, and that would have helped him to deal with the drops, because you could just blink and then catch the medevacs.
yeah, the only thing is, I think he rushed the charge first. So I mean, if he switches it, great. But you might die with Blink Stalkers against Bio, right? Like at that number. So I'd say, just the only thing he can easily fix is not put his building so he has to go the long way around. That's it. Like the other parts, I don't know, it's debatable. But it really just depends on what we see from Xenos' build. Guys, we are now loaded up into game 2. On the top right corner, the Protoss looking for his win.
Acero PH.
And go ahead.
And we have the red Terran player spawning on the bottom left, with showing dominant multitasking in game 1. We have
Xenos. One thing would be cool is to ask these guys eventually how they came up with these names. Like, I have no idea what Acero is. Like, Xenos sounds like what is it? Like a plane? No, a car? I don't know what it is. Like Mitsubishi
Acero.
Acero.
Sounds like a Filipino kind of thing. I'm not sure.
Oh, like nang-aasar? I don't
Maybe,
know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Or like I said, could be a Mitsubishi Pajero smaller version, right? Mitsubishi Acero or something. But Xenos sounds like a Toyota or a Protoss, right? Toyota Xenos. I don't know.
Well, its real name is Xenon, so it might have been something from that,
Oh, okay.
like
Yeah.
Xenon.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's true.
probably.
That's a good point. Guys, this is the winner's match.
Storm StarCraft League Season 1
Ooh. Xenos makes him pay for staying too long. This one SCV had 5 health. So, Acero thought maybe I can kill that. And that's a trade.
So Xenos is building a sneaky bunker behind here. So it's going. He wants to delay the mining, I guess, with this bunker.
Indeed.
Because like he doesn't even know. Asera doesn't even know there's a bunker here.
Yep. You can hop back on in there with this. Ooh, nice kill for the Reaper. 2. Oh, man. It's getting out of hand.
No.
3 is getting out of
3.
hand. And there'll be more.
4, maybe?
Yeah,
he'll get the 4th.
he'll get a 4th. There you go, 4. And then, to add insult to injury, he just hides behind this bunker to heal up. Not a good start for the Terran, for the Protoss player. So he's forced to just keep making probes and sending it this way, but since he lost workers, that's fine. He's not even saturated. Meanwhile, the Terran is going 1-1-1. He really can't go attack this until he has a shield battery. And there it is. Bunker for Xenos, for the eventual counter. While he techs up. Still making a lot of Marines. This is really delaying his mining. Right?
Yeah, I think Asera's really, really behind now. He has to do something about this.
Yeah.
fast.
Look, and he's gonna micro the SCV. If he shoots at the SCV, he'll run right in the bunker.
It's just getting so much damage. Oh, it was nice control by Xenos.
Acero needs to move back. There's the... He finally kills the SCV, and there's that. He's gonna salvage and get out. Not while dropping a grenade and saying, haha.
Might even kill a probe here.
Oh my gosh, kills another probe. That's 7 workers killed. 6 by the Reaper. I don't think I've ever seen that. Have you ever seen anything like that? 1 Reaper? Actually,
No, definitely not,
you know what?
yeah.
I did see a record. There was a match in GSL where Gumiho killed 10. Something like that.
With 1 Reaper.
With 1 Reaper. It was just one of those things that got carried away. That was the highest I've seen. It was like 10 or something. I don't know the exact number. But other than that anomaly, I've never seen this anywhere else, right? Okay, so KSGT giving us the reason. Oh, look at this. Look at the way he sets up his Sim City again. You see that?
The gateways?
Yeah, I think he's
It's
gonna
kinda
block
weird.
himself again. From
Why
drops.
is he blocking? Yeah. This is quite a weird. It's like building a wall against what? I'm not sure actually.
Like typically you want the wall up front, maybe.
Yeah, on the ramp exactly.
But not there. He's really handcuffing himself by doing this. And you know, Xenos' style is drops. So if Xenos sees this, just keep dropping, bro.
Oh, and then we're gonna see the 4 stalker drop at 6 minutes.
The patented Acero drop. So yeah, KSGT giving us some explanations of the names, or at least the words. SCV coming, a Raven coming to harass on the right side, and then of course Aceros 4 Stalker Prism drop.
Oh, he's gonna do a huge warp in.
Huge warping, that's for sure.
But then the units are still here, so
He has charge, so he can actually kind of fight this. Yeah, especially if these mines go to the... Oh, no. Time to get out. Yeah, he's gonna get out.
Okay.
There you go. Alright, so that's
I
not...
think if he lost that person, it would have been game over, I think.
Exactly.
Oh my god, he's gonna lose this.
Almost.
5 HP. 5 HP. Yeah. He had one
Meanwhile,
more
look
shot.
at this. The Raven went home during that. I think Xenos might have F2'd.
That was definitely an F2, yes.
That's funny. It's funny to see the F2. Usually it's not good. There's one time it was good, but the guy didn't F2. But most of the time, it's really not good. I really hate this setup here. I think if he destroys this shield battery at the front, then he can kind of go through, right? Otherwise, he has to go all the way around the Nexus to go in his main. Anyway, he's gonna have to deal with it because here comes the Raven. Well, there is one Stalker there and a shield battery, so... Damage negated. He needs to focus on one.
Yeah.
He's not doing it.
So he just wasted the... Well,
Yeah.
at least there's no overcharge anymore. For the push here.
I guess, but...
Oh, is it like... Yeah, it's a shared cooldown, right? Yeah. Among the Nexus.
Actually, this position, he can put his tanks and start sieging the infrastructure right here. Yeah, and that's why he's... Oh, is he gonna push? Yeah, he's gonna siege the infrastructure. Acero really needs to crush this force. He's doing too much damage.
He's still hanging out with his army here. Quite weird. Like...
Yeah, he didn't stomp this army yet. I think he can. Especially when it's not sieged. Okay, let's zoom out to see what the heck's going on here. Okay, he's finally forced to attack. Then he backs off.
He needs to commit.
He needs to commit. He's gonna lose too much infrastructure. There it is. He's forced to. Good micro back. He still hasn't taken care of the tanks. And oh no. Just by this alone, I think he's gonna win the game. Watch. This is already too much damage. The Bioforce is still there. No reinforcements needed. I think he's just gonna do it with this, man.
Yeah.
Right?
I think the Reaper just got too many kills with the bunker, delayed the mining. And
Yeah.
Seems just macroed.
And he still doesn't kill that tank. Oh, man.
Are we gonna see another Manor Mule here?
I don't think you need to do it at this point. You don't want to rub it
yeah.
in. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, we know you're the better player. Right? Honestly, I don't think I've ever Manor Mule when I play Terran when they win. Unless the guy is a total jerk. Right?
Yeah.
So, there you go. The guy who advances to round of 16.
Xenos.
We should probably do an interview with this guy before he leaves us. So, admins, let's get Xenos on. Acero's not eliminated yet, guys. He'll just face the winner of the losers round. So, let's go interview Mr. Xenos. Okay, Mizel, let's go take care of that. Acero, we don't need to interview him just yet. Okay. Mizel, how's it going? Alright, I'm trying to tell him that he needs to unmute so we can interview him. Okay, Zenos, how you doing?
Can you hear us?
He's unmuted. Can you hear us,
Hello,
Zenos?
hello.
There you go.
Yeah,
Mr. Zenos, congratulations advancing.
thank you.
Any comments on the two players you faced today? You went 4-0. What are your
David Bain
thoughts?
is definitely better.
Yeah, he was impressive, right?
Uh, I I think the other Terran is really good, but I think he's nervous.
Yeah, that's kind of normal. They get,
Yeah, he forgot his concussive shells.
Oh, okay.
Could have really helped him versus the Protoss player,
That's true.
Acero.
Yeah. Speaking of that, the concussive and all these things. Zenos, let me ask you this: what is your advice for someone facing you? Because you like to drop everywhere, right? It's like Maru. So what is your advice for people playing you? I know you don't want to give away secrets, but what do you hate as a player like that likes to drop and multi-prong?
I hate feedbacks.
There you go. Feedbacks. Nox,
Toss
you got
OP.
it. Protoss OP, got it. Nax is a Zerg player. I play Protoss and Zerg. So when I see someone do the things that you do, all these drops, it gets really damn annoying, right? I feel like I need a lot blink right away to deal with what you're doing. Which one do you hate more, Disruptors or Colossus? Because obviously, you're
Disruptors.
bio. Disruptors, really?
Yeah, because one hit will kill your army.
Yeah. Very nice.
And it's harder to micro against disruptors versus banelings.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
compared to banelings. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Got it. So you saw the lineup that you were gonna face in Group G. Did you know the players and how they are, or what? Or did you prepare any special builds, or what did you do?
I only know David Bain because I played against him during the Diamond Tournament
Mm-hmm.
finals, and the other two I don't know anything about them.
Gotcha. And you just
That's why I only
practiced
played standard.
ladder?
Not really. I played against Zerg and Terran on ladder, but it's really hard to play against Protoss. I mean, it's really hard to find Protoss in ladder.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I often lose against them.
Gotcha. All right. Well, it was very impressive showing for you. You're headed to the round of 16. Can you give any? You want to give any shout outs to your friends, teammates, etc.?
Uh, Shout out to Nox.
There you go. Why is that?
Terran,
Besides the
OP.
fact he's cool.
Because he didn't stop playing StarCraft unlike me. So kudos to that.
So you see the potential, basically. You're like, I could have been that, right?
Yeah, I've been there, but I think Nox really deserved to be the number 2 player in PH.
There you go. Number 2 player in PH versus what could have been number 2. The Terran player, we got Zenith right here. Got it.
Definitely, yeah.
There you go. All right. Well, like I said, congratulations. We'll see you on round of 16. The opponents will be tougher, but you'll be more prepared. You'll have time to practice between your Overwatch games, right?
Yeah.
Got it. Cool. All right. Well, congrats, Zenos. We'll see you on the next one. And talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
GG's.
GG's. So, guys, we will have our losers match ready. We're almost there, guys. One is through. Who's gonna be next? you know, we're gonna see David Bain now take on Portrail, right? And then
Yeah, we're
Portrail
gonna,
and David Bain versus possibly a rematch with Acero for Portrail. Possibly. Okay, we have the game already loaded up. Let's get these cameras on. There's David Bain. There's Portrail. Portrail has had a nice showing.
so we're going to have our third TVP of this evening,
That's right.
full of TVPs. So if Portugal wins this, we're gonna have another TVP in the decider match.
Yep. Now here's the thing. Portrail is gonna face a much better Protoss here, so it's gonna be tougher for him.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely a tougher game, guys. Losers match here.
Storm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines.
The Protoss player on the top left. We have
David Bain.
and go ahead.
And on the bottom right of Death Aura, spawning as the Terran player, we have
Portrail.
Okay, tougher task here for Portrail, because David Bain is to me is a better player than Acero from what we've seen, right? This is gonna be rough. And Portrail, versus Xenos, David Bain got tested, so Portrail needs to bring his A game.
yeah, he needs to. I think his macro is really good. He just needs to focus with his army.
Yeah, needs to control that, because David Bain will punish him hard for that. Portrail closes, and he has a second barracks here. Okay, we're gonna see something different, boys and girls. Reaper openers to start. The Protoss gonna hide here. Probably follow up scout later.
So we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see a Reaper, T-Rex Reaper here.
Oh yeah, it is a reaction. On this map, it's actually pretty decent, especially since David Bain does not close the Reaper jump off point.
Yeah.
Right? And here it begins. Now, if we're saying that Portrail needs to have great unit control, army control, well, that's even more important if you're doing Reapers, right? This kind of 3-Rax Reaper cheese. You cannot... We can sealing a little bit of light, but you cannot be doing this and losing Reapers.
Oh, it's just pretty awkward. Like, Portugal didn't get his orbital. It's something that you usually do with this build.
And he's gonna
think that's
lose
it.
his first Reaper. He's actually
no.
trapped. Oh, he gets out! Nice job.
Oh,
The Adept didn't shoot. Okay, that's very crucial. Because really, you want to snowball the Reapers, right?
oh, you can kill the Adept here, no?
Well, these Adepts are needed at home. There's 3 Reapers here, actually. It's wide open. This is Portrail's chance.
If Portugal just jumps up here,
Yeah,
then
he needs to
kill
go.
the
He's
Reaper.
taking too long. Like, oh,
Yeah.
he realizes what's up. And look at him run back. Portrail wasting time on the pylon. He needs to kill workers. And there it is. These Adepts aren't going to do anything. He has nothing at home. Oh, and the second guy, he takes, I think if he had jumped in the main, right? He could have
Yeah,
started doing
yeah, he-
damage. That's a big mistake. But, at least he still hasn't lost his Reapers. His weak Reaper's right up front, ready to be shot. And he's gonna die right away. He didn't micro it back. More Reapers do show up. He's not throwing grenades like we expect. Right?
Yeah.
So he's kind of his advantage is he's at least gonna take care of this. So he's gonna hold him back to one base, but he's not making a command center at home. So he's not throwing grenades at all, actually, which I'm really shocked. You really want to throw grenades? And he needs to micro this other Reaper back. He doesn't micro it back. 2 Reapers die. Lack of micro there, but there are more Reapers coming. It's like he's content taking out this Nexus. And he does make his command center, so that's the good news. More Reapers are being... Okay, here it goes. Here's a big push. You have to throw some grenades. One thrown. But that's it. He has like 10 more grenades, but he's not using them. Or 8 more grenades.
He needs to start getting this Nexus.
Yeah. You know, here's the cool thing about the grenade, right? When they go down that ramp, you can keep throwing stuff at him, and then you can keep shooting. But now he's kind of let the Protoss get settled back again. Portrail, I don't think he's practiced this build enough because he's not keeping the pressure or throwing grenades. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think a golden opportunity wasted. He can even run by these guys. Oh!
What is happening?
What is going on, Portrail? Go in there. You will kill so many workers. You will actually possibly even win. There it is. He goes in. Now he's forced in. He's forced in because look, you know, he can do a lot of damage. He can kill so many workers with this. And then if he's good with the grenades, right, he can escape.
Okay.
There's one. There's the grenade too. There's more. He's not throwing another grenade. He actually... Okay. I mean, he does get his base established, and the game is somewhat even, but tech-wise, Protoss has much better tech. You know, I know we know Portrail is trying his best on this, guys, but you know, he just doesn't seem to be really good enough yet with the Reaper control, because he definitely caught him off guard, right? Nax, what do you think? I think he had a golden chance to punish the Terran, I mean the Protoss here. His stim is about to finish, so he can actually still punish this Protoss if he comes up this ramp. Right?
Yeah.
Oh man. Stim is finished. Here's the chance to jump on this with your army. Portrail is a little scared about it though.
It's such a small army compared to...
Yeah, you can tell. It's such a small army that even these Reapers can cause problems. But he does have Marines on the right side. He actually sends everything. Okay, here he goes. Oh, and the late stim. Very late stim. These Reapers can be doing things at home too. Of the Protoss base, but he's not. He's kind of just chilling. Look, guys, I think this what's happening here is just, you know, one of those things. And he leaves. Oh, no. Remember how he left and he let this Prism do damage?
Yeah, he's gonna do the same thing again this game.
Same mistake here. But lucky for him, David Bain hasn't done much with it. And he goes home, so he goes back and then goes back home. So multitudes of mistakes here, but you know, this what happens.
He's gonna get the Prism.
Can he get it? Alright, he gets it. Alright, this is your chance. I think. Look. He doesn't have a way to heal his guy, so he can't really keep stimming. But I think he needs to go. Portrail, he gots to go. Before these upgrades finish. And Colossus is not done yet. I think if he goes in the map now, he'll get there before Colossus finishes. He's moving now. Portrail is kind of all in. He has no third base. But it's not like Protoss has a... Well, he's working on his third right here. This army is so bruised. There's the third base. Alright. Portrail's life on this first game is all about this last push right here. When he goes in there, single file though. There it is. He's got to do damage now. But the Colossus, man, these are bruised Marines. I think he lost his window. He does have a secret base on the bottom left. He's got to go home and regroup and get some medevacs healing him. second Colossus gonna come out. +1 upgrade. He already has +1, so that's the armor upgrade for Protoss. Meanwhile, Portrio is working on his 1-1. Fourth base for Portrio. Finally, some healing time. It's so funny. Look at these Marines walk by this big army. He knows. He knows about the Colossi. David Bain with the hallucinated Phoenix to see how far ahead he is.
Oh, so his hidden base is turning into a planetary just to be safe from, I guess, run bys and if he scouts there.
Yeah.
But then from David Bain's point of view, it seems like it's just only his third command zone, right?
Yep.
But yeah, he doesn't know about his hidden base.
My thing is, since this is already a secret base, you might as well double down and make this an orbital, so then you can make even more money.
Yeah, actually. But then if Portugal can get this saturated and David Bay doesn't attack, I think he has a chance here to come back.
Yeah, he just has to have good control. Look at all these turrets. It's a really odd turret placement, isn't it? Look at this.
The one at the center of the base?
Well, there's one here on the left, the center, and then there's two right here. It's just a little odd, but...
Yeah.
Okay, here's a nice big fight here. Ooh! Don't think you're ready to fight yet, guys. Good saturation on the hidden base. The scan sees. Maybe a follow-up. It's very dangerous here. Portrayal, if he has a bad engagement, the game's over. Right now, he can just kind of come back with macro, right?
Yeah.
Run by of Zealots here. Okay, here's that unit control that we talked about, remember? He keeps going up and down, and then he gets caught. You know what I'm talking about there? Yeah, and that's the unit control that he's desperately needing to do better on. And look, the medevacs are all over the place. I think Portrayal can use F2. What do you think? At the very least, his guys are all together, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna get the prism. Nice job. That's something. His tanks are not in position to defend this base. He's gonna lift. That's smart move. Good position here for the Vikings, but the storm is.
Oh my God.
And he didn't move on the storm, and I think that's just gonna do it, guys.
I think Portugal could have defended that if he had just proper control with the tanks and the Vikings.
Yep.
And the medevacs.
It's really a control thing, mostly for him. Yeah. That's really what he has to work on. And then he'll start beating these guys. He'll head to the upper diamond master level. I think he's there. His macro is good. The way he plays Terran is good. However, David Bain takes game 1. So later on when they watch these VODs, this is something that he can easily fix, right? He's like, alright, I gotta practice my movement. Right? Maybe he's having lag issues too. Who knows? But, these are the kind of things that one change like that, you'll start to win a lot of games, right? I mean, even here in this tournament, he had a chance to win all 3 games he's played. Right?
Yeah.
And these Protoss players are good. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Last chance. What would you do here as the Protoss player? Knowing you're about to win one more, and what you've seen so far.
I think you just have to play like, I mean, solid. Just play. I mean, you know that you're the better player, so just play. Don't do any risky cheeses. Maybe you can do it if you're confident, but
Yep. You have one game up, right? So maybe.
if you want to sleep earlier, I guess, and
Yep.
you're confident in beating this, then you can do a cheese, I guess. But yeah, safer play is to just scout and macro.
Okay, guys. We're back for game 2 here.
Storm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines.
The top left player, the Protoss player, very consistent. That's right, that's David Bain. And it's not top left, it's bottom left. Go ahead.
And on the top right, spawning as the red Terran, means to win this game if he wants to keep his tournament life alive. We have
Poor Trail.
Yeah, a lot of potential on Portrail, right? Just a few things to fix, and then he'll be there. Even with that, can you imagine playing a game where army movement, is not your strong suit, and yet you almost win, right?
yeah.
I mean, you figure that would be the first thing. It's like you want to play. Maybe you should play some League of Legends or some Heart of the Swarm. Something Heroes of the Storm, some MOBA that makes you focus on your control. I don't know, right?
Yeah, because like it's instinct to first control your army before you handle the macro, right?
Yeah, he's the
But
opposite.
yeah, he's the opposit. He doesn't care about his army. I mean, he prioritizes macro. That's why he can macro out of like cheese, for example.
Yep. Alright, so
I'm
maybe
not
we'll get a normal game here.
Yeah, if Porter is gonna do something weird this time again, because I think the Reaper Rush could have done a lot. He
Yeah, it
just
was
needed,
good.
yeah,
It was definitely good. He had the chance. He just needed to be more aggressive with the Reapers.
because there was one point wherein there were 3 Reapers and then there was one Adept, and then he could have just jumped on that Adept and snowballed from there. I think you could have.
He had several chances where he could have jumped in, right? He had the second and third times where he had a lot of Reapers and he didn't jump in. And the Protoss was out of position. He was just kind of hanging back. The point of the Reapers is you constant pressure and you lose probes each time, right? And you run back and you're fast, you're throwing grenades. That's how you play the Reaper thing. You don't kind of wait around and scare them, right? It's not like it's what other units where you just kind of show them your presence. You're like, oh, watch out, right? You want to do damage with the Reapers.
Yeah.
You gotta be active. Anyway, speaking of active, early game here. Terran, you can't have this command center delayed. Ooh, first shot to the command center. No more chance to delay it. But he will kill the Marine and probably this SCV. Okay, the SCV escapes. Blink Stalkers is in play, man.
So I think we're gonna see a pressure build from David Bain, pressure the Terran on 2 base.
You can actually do it. Blink Stalker all in. If your control as Terran is not good, you're just gonna die.
Yeah. 6.
And look at this. See, takes 2 shots before he shoots, and he even drops the mule.
Oh, he doesn't kill the.
David Bain's like, how come he doesn't seem scared? Let me just stay back, right? Maybe there's Marines there waiting.
He's gonna get an SCV here.
Oh my goodness, this is doing too much damage.
You could have actually gotten the mule there.
Yeah. This is really funny what we're seeing in this game. Both players kind of like, let me just attack a little, let me back off, let me macro. Because look, David Bain is macroing. He's getting his third. Blink is gonna finish up soon. When he adds the gateways, that's when he'll get aggressive. And he does add a robo. Look at these guys just standing off right there, right in front of each other.
Oh, okay. He takes a lot of damage in that adept, but he's gonna get out.
Yeah. Now back to the macro game that Portugal loves. He's not making a third command center. So he's gonna need to do damage. He is getting Banshee with Cloak though.
This Banshee needs to do damage. Definitely. Because David Bane's economy is getting way out of control. He's like 15 probes ahead right now.
Yeah.
Or
And no sign of a third command center, so he's gonna fall really far behind. Right, so
now weirdly enough, Portugal's not producing any SCPs. Like he's not fully saturated in 2 base. These
yay.
are the basic mechanics that he needs to
Yeah, I
master.
mean, maybe he's getting tired too. Too much pressure. You know, playing in tournaments is tough, guys. Unless you practice, you know, unless you feel good and confident, you need. This is why actually esports, especially StarCraft, can be a sport, right? There's physical demands there. You got to be mechanically good. Your mind has to be there. You have to be fresh. You know, can't get too tired. You do get tired. I know it's not running or basketball, but you do get tired controlling all this. The mental things that you need to do. The hands hurt, especially for Terran players. You're doing some damage. Double Banshee attack. One gets taken care of because he had the cannon there. But look, he stopped shooting. Oh, he stopped shooting. He could have been shooting these guys. He goes home.
Did he F2? He F2 this Banshee.
Did he?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
because it is one. Yeah, just the one adept, and he just now puts his third command center, so he is way behind. Actually, I think it's now just up to the Protoss player to just defend whatever is coming, right? And then
Yeah.
it's just an easy win for him. That's it in a nutshell, right? Because look, he's got the upgrades going to.
Because there's no real timing that Portugal's hitting here. Like,
Yeah, I mean, his third commander is not even done. This third base for the Protoss has been mining, and he really only killed 8 workers. That's really not enough. And a 4th base coming up now for David Bain. So there you go. This is looking more like the game where actually Portugal. This is the first game where Portugal really wasn't expected to win, right? Where he didn't have an advantage. Where he did have an advantage. Right?
yeah.
This is the one game where if he loses, I'm like, well, he was supposed to lose here. Right? Because he's so far behind. The other games, he actually had the advantage, and I think he should have won. And now, this Protoss army may keep continuing the march.
Oh. But the tank,
The tank shots is shooting his own guys too. So he's not moving it back. He's like innovation. Like, you know, just macroing his heart out, right? It's kind of like continue producing. But he doesn't have the lead in this game, so. 4th base. Almost finished for David Bain. And just like that too, Portugal is almost finished in this game. It's just elementary. Just keep making units and just throw them at him. It was a nice try. But I think this is gonna do it, guys. Charge is finished? Okay.
No. There's still no charge, but it's so funny.
There's still no charge. You don't need it.
yeah.
This is like that you know how there's a Protoss build against Zerg where it's no charge, but it's like it's an early attack with Immortal. Kind of reminds me of that. It's like, well, you don't need it.
Yeah, you hit 2 base, Immortal all in, it's no charge.
Yeah.
This is the Terran version.
We're gonna see it now.
David Bain.
David Bain with the win. All right, let's go interview Portrill and encourage him on what he needs to work on so he can come back stronger. Portrill, how you doing?
Hello there. I'm doing fine actually.
Did you have fun at least? I know you were nervous.
I was very nervous coming into this match ever since last week. Even when the group was announced, I was already nervous because two of my opponents were masters and one was diamond, a lot higher than me in terms of elo ranking.
Yeah, but you know what? Your first two matches, you were actually had the chance. Your first three games, I think you could have won easily, and you actually had the advantage. So you showed how good you are, right? You just had to work on maybe unit control and things like that, but your macro was really good. So, I'm sure you'll watch the VOD and see, oh, I could have won that, I could have won this, I could have done this, right? And they're higher ranked, like you said, but you're almost there. You just need to work on unit control, right?
Yeah. The problem it's only been recently that I've practiced a build order. I think that it was on last Monday when me and Kuya Mizel played. That is when I thought to myself, oh, I should start practicing a build order because this is the only time I could have practiced because it's been a quite busy months for me at least. And yeah, I agree on the lack of micro. I acknowledge that mistake because I am an F2 player and I should start not doing the F2. Yeah.
Gotcha. That's funny you say that. That you say that and you see it, and that's the good news. Is you know what to fix, so you'll be ready. For the next one. You're in Cagayan de Oro, right?
Yes, sir.
How is it over there? How is COVID? How is playing video games there? Things like that.
If it weren't for COVID, I wouldn't actually try playing this game because the situation here in the Philippines where the internet connection isn't really that good. So what I figure out is what games should I play in order to have fun at least. I came from League of Legends and CS:GO, but those games require a very high internet speed so that to actually compete. And then when I started playing StarCraft, I noticed that even if I have 200 ping, I can still play at least decently.
And because that's a good point.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
And even though the micro isn't really that good, but at least you can still queue up the commands because there's a lot of aspects in StarCraft, micro, macro, and then understanding the matchup and all that stuff.
That's a very good point, actually, because in StarCraft, it's not just one way to win. You can win by pure macro. You can win by cheesing. You can win by microing something really well. You can win by tricking your opponent, right, with secret builds. You can win by just pure outproducing them. There's so many ways. So that's a very good point. So that kind of explains why you're a macro player. You deal with a lot of ping. That's what you've been practicing, right?
In other games as well, in League, I always take pride of myself on understanding the game better because I already acknowledge myself that I really suck at microing. My hand control skills isn't really that good also in League of Legends, but what I compensate is understanding the matchup. And the problem here in StarCraft is that
he's pausing.
And it's only recently that I played seriously. So understanding the matchup is a new idea for me. I'm more of a co-op player kasi.
Got it.
Kaya hindi ako nagla-ladder dati kasi binugbog ako. I always get beaten by Sky Toss and 16 pool, 12 pool.
There you go. Nax knows about the Sky Toss. Nax, you got any questions for Portrail?
I guess, do you still plan on playing more StarCraft after this tournament, or what? What's
Uh,
your future plans?
StarCraft is a really fun game, and it's actually disheartening that Blizzard decided to pull the plug out. But after this game, immediately I can't touch the computer because basically parang inangkin ko na yung computer for the past few days kasi isa lang yung computer namin. And yeah, I'm gonna play StarCraft in the future. I hope.
Great. Yeah,
Great, great.
we'll see you on season 2. I'm sure you'll be much better because now you're actually have to practice. You know how to do, right, Nax?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right. Well, before we say goodbye to you, we're gonna play your intro, which is really, really funny and really cool. Just shows your enthusiasm. So, guys, say goodbye to Portrail.
Portrail.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right. Okay, guys, that was Portrail on the final, goodbye. So now we'll have losers finals. Losers finals with David Bain and Acero. Who do you got next?
I'm not actually quite sure because there are some quite dirty Protoss cheeses that you can pull off in PvP. So I don't know if Acera has something in mind for this.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're talking about like what I've seen from the past few games, I would give it to David Bain.
Yeah, that's it. That's the point. PvP, you never really know. Maybe some players aren't that good in the PvP matchup, right?
Yeah.
And PvP, you have the same tools, right? Same tools to play, so you can't have that. Your Protoss is your advantage, whatever the case may be, right? So, I'm picking David Bain, on that too. So, despite that, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll take a quick break showing our sponsor, Lanex US. Check them out if you can at lanexus.com. We'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. That's David Bain getting ready for the final match of the day. Losers finals. Who is going to advance to round of 16? Is it David Bain? Or is it Acero? Both of us think David Bain will go, but maybe Acero can prove us wrong. Let's see if there are maps. Oh, it looks like they already got the maps picked because I'm invited already in the game 1. Nax, this is it. Final match. You don't seem to have video for... Oh, there it is. Acero's back on the video. Alright, good. Alright, guys, Group G.
Storm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines.
Alright, boys and girls. It's a Protoss versus Protoss. The bottom right player.
Acero Philippines.
And Nax, if you're back. Well, I think Nax is on the break. So let's do it
Oh,
for him.
sorry.
Oh, there you go.
And on the upper left, spawning as the red Protoss, we have
David Bain.
Protoss versus Protoss. Here it is. So far, so good. Standard, no cannon rush. Because cannon rush is actually pretty common in Protoss versus Protoss. I don't know if you've encountered that, but I would say 1/3 of my games when I play Protoss versus Protoss, or maybe half, is a cannon rush. It's crazy.
I was actually expecting Acer to do a cannon rush here, but he didn't pull it off. So
You know, his name is a lie, or his intro is a lie. I don't think he's technically really cheesed, right?
yeah, he actually went for the same opening for the past 4 games, or for the past 4
Well-
games with the first Robo first.
I don't. Yeah, he's definitely not doing the same opener here because this is PvP, right? You
Yeah.
kind of have to make 2 gateways, and then you try to get your expansion after, or maybe a robo or something afterwards. We'll see. Acero being annoying, hangs out to see what comes out of these gateways. Meanwhile, David Bain is on the right, hanging out the third base. So Adepts to start off with David Bain. And same for Acero.
Yeah, it's actually quite mirrored right now.
Okay, guys, so here's the thing. Whoever's Adept gets in is going to take a huge lead in this game. That's how it works. Because the 2 Adepts, when they get in your middle line, they'll kill workers fast. Right? One shot. Even if you have a shield battery there. So, look at this. Ooh, Acero goes up. He will spot the pylon. He's like, oh, you have a pylon there. Cool, right? Shield battery here for Acero at the bottom, but he needs to hang out here at the top and block the Adepts. He needs to block the Adepts. Oh, he doesn't block it. Oh, no.
But he's doing the same on the other side.
On the other side, it's the same thing. They're going to be doing damage to each other. Who's going to kill more? You guys can see the worker count. So far, Acero ahead by 6. I'm sorry, I'm reading that wrong. Acero lost 8. Alright, big lead for David Bain with 4 workers. And let's see, Acero's not done though. This is a chance to come. Oh wait, he cancels it! Oh! Why he cancel it? I think he can kill workers and you can trade your units away. Acero does catch up with workers a little bit. You know, it's like they don't even bother closing the choke, man. You see that?
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah,
whatever,
they
dude. They don't even like, whatever, I don't care. Oh, and Acero miscontrol doesn't actually shoot at the workers until now. Well, he does get 3. And just like that, it's even. This is a funny PvP. Because I love...
David,
Yeah. Go ahead.
He has a pylon here.
Yeah, he has
The-
that pylon that was spotted, though.
I mean, here in the main base, but
Oh, that's right. I didn't see that. Oh, man.
another 2 Adepts.
Another 2 Adepts.
Oh, he's gonna get out of probes here.
Yeah.
Oh. 3, 2. Only
Just 2. I think he missed shot one shot, so they weren't in sync. So he got healed, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's 4 more Adepts for David Bain. He still doesn't know that there's a pylon here. Look at this. No idea.
I mean, you should be wondering where did those adepts come
Yeah,
from?
how did that get in there? Exactly. But there's 4 adepts to distract at the front.
Needs to wall off this
He
again. If
okay, he
doesn't-
has a probe in position this time. Let's see.
Oh, he doesn't have the money? Okay.
Oh, okay,
now-
he does do it. But
Oh!
you know,
Wait, what? He got in, but
What?
That's so fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, he got
this
in, but
is- he canceled
Yeah.
it. This is actually not even a wall. That's funny. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
this is a comedy of adept errors. But there's 2 adepts coming in the main while he has 4 that he didn't shake. Oh, he's gonna. Okay, he blocks that. But then he sees 2. Like, what? How'd that get in there? Right?
This is so weird.
This game, man. Too much damage already. 10 worker lead, guys. And he's not microing it. So he's gonna lose these adepts. He's still not suspicious. Look.
He doesn't know.
He probably think, how did that get through? I guess he got through. That's what
He
he's
might be
thinking.
Yeah, he might be thinking that like his wall is not up. That's why they were able to get through.
This is
Didn't know that
really
there's a problem.
weird, man. This is really weird. In the meantime, David Bain has 2 immortals coming and glaive adepts. You know what? That makes sense. You know what? You might as well keep going glaive adepts if the guy's not dealing with it. Because, you know, one
Yeah.
nice round warp in here. Okay, when he does this, this is where you would warp in. Because then he thinks he got in again. Right?
Yeah. Now he spots
Oh! He spots it! Because he finally puts a pylon there. He's like, oh, I see. But maybe he doesn't spot it. Look, he's not doing anything.
He's not even killing it. Yeah. And now he spots.
He's David Bain is sitting pretty, man. 11 workers ahead. There's 3 immortals coming now. The 3rd one is coming now. And a prism. So Glaive Adepts is done. This is trouble. He's gonna get a 3rd base behind this. Are these Blink Stalkers or not? Oh, they are Blink Stalkers. Okay. Ooh. Takes a lot of damage. There's 3 immortals are scary. He's gonna fight it? What?
No, he can't. He can't fight this.
I know.
He can't fight.
He went
Yeah.
down as if he wanted to fight, which is funny, but... So, David Bain knows that there's Blink Stalkers.
Oh, he's gonna get shots. Okay,
They're a
this is
little
also-
bit late on the response there. Loses one. He's not actually kiting where he can kite. Whoa,
Yeah.
he jumps in! I don't think you have enough, man. And he can just micro pick up. Yeah, see, he's just gonna pick up the thing. I think he's in big trouble now. And some miscontrol here. Couple of donation stalkers. Bit of mistakes here from Acero. Not looking good. 3rd base is finished for David Bain, and he has the army advantage, especially if these adepts get in, man. These are glaive adepts. That's a lot of them. Look, he actually is gonna close the wall.
He has the pylon queued up because he knows.
He's
this
like,
is going-
yeah, he can't deal with this if this goes in there. Oh, and he even has Archons. 4 of them. 1 shield battery is done, but not the rest. He's gonna need it. The Warpin gets destroyed right away. Can Stalkers deal with it by themselves? There's no overcharge.
He needs
he
to
didn't-
overcharge now.
Yeah, I didn't do the overcharge. All the
Oh,
blinking
that's-
is great, but this is firepower. And there you go. Winning pretty convincingly.
David Bain.
Alright, Sarah needs to bring his A game, man, because I think David Bain now is confident in game 2 from what he saw, right?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you know, sometimes it's like a skill check when you do the early aggression, right? If you're Zerg and you like kind of do some early links, see how good the opponent is, and then you see, oh, okay, right? You didn't defend that
Yeah,
one well. All right, I'm gonna go out and go all out here, and that's maybe that what prompted him to do these glaive adepts, you know?
yeah. So I think if they play the same game, I don't think it's pretty unlikely that Acero will have a chance here. So yeah, I think he needs to pull something off of his hat, something
Good
creative.
old queso that he's been bragging about with his intro, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's
maybe
his
let
intro, man. Gotta show some cheese. Maybe do the proxy void ray batteries thing, or cannon rush, or fast DT. Protoss has a lot of cheeses.
yeah, they're actually the most cheesy race, I think.
They're the best at cheesing, that's for sure. Because their early units are really strong, and some of the stuff that they have are just really powerful right off the bat. You know, the cannon is hard to beat
Yeah,
right off the bat. Shield battery, immortal, prism, void ray, DT. I mean, for crying out loud, right? That is the race. That's how if you play the race dirty, that's the best way to play Protoss, I think. Okay, guys, this could be the last game. We'll see.
Sidestorm StarCraft League Season 1 Philippines.
Down to his last life, the Protoss player. He needs to bring something different, I think. He is.
Acero PH.
And go ahead for the last intro.
on the bottom left, spawning as the Red Protoss, who won the first game pretty convincingly. We have
David Bain.
Alright, boys and girls. For now, no cheese just yet for Acero.
no Forge, no
Yeah.
proxy game. So I hope there's something different about Sarah's build.
Yeah, I
He's
think
getting
he.
off. Oh, it's the normal time, guys.
Yeah, like it's so far pretty normal. It's pretty funny too how David Bain was able to sneak a probe and a drone and a pylon in that base for so long, right?
Yeah.
Okay, still pretty standard, guys. It's actually David Bain who might have a cheese blend. Look at this. Proxy, possibly Stargate.
Yeah, he still doesn't have his second pylon going up. So he's gonna get supply block here. A bit, I think. Oh wait.
No, he has it
Never
at the
mind.
proxy location. I think he's going to proxy a Stargate here. And there it is. Acero is proxying something here too. This may be a prism or a prism type, or a robo play, right? With immortal and prism maybe, the way that's positioned. So both of them are actually gonna proxy, but David Baines is a lot faster, right? And it's a lot closer too. This Oracle, if this gets in there, it's an Oracle. And Dave and okay, Acero's no, Acero just got drawn by the probe. The probe sees, okay. 2 stalkers. And yep. Oh, it's a gateway. He's proxying a gateway. Acero is, and David Bain's gonna see it. Oh, he passes by it, so he knows it's there.
It's such a weird location to proxy because
Yeah.
it's like right along the path where you.
Yeah. David Bain goes back now. He sees it. All right. Here's the thing. Oh man, this is not looking good because the stalkers are out on the map, right?
Yeah, I think the Oracle will just win him the game here.
Although he does have 2 stalkers coming
oh
out.
wait, Yeah.
So that's good.
So-
But they go outside. Oh no!
He needs to
Oh
react right
no! No reaction. There's a
Dude.
pull. It's a pretty fast pull, so that's good news.
now. He needs to focus probes.
The Oracle
Oh.
is not focusing because there's something going on the other side. What? Oh, he's distracted by the one stalker. That one stalker saved Acero from losing the game fast, I think.
Yeah. I mean,
'Cause-
using that Oracle was like not really good for David.
Yeah,
Bowie.
it's terrible. And he might even kill this pylon coming out. No more Oracle, wasted tech. This is the luck that Acero needed. Right?
Yeah.
Oracle will get out, I think. There it is. It gets out. These stalkers are not in position somehow. The shield battery
Battery's
will
not ready.
finish, but not until after 3 workers get killed. I don't know, man. I think he should have had the stalkers there. I don't know why he had it here in the middle, right? Because he knew it was
Because he
coming.
knew-
But 5 worker lead for David Bain. Not looking good, guys. Oracle comes back. What do you do here as Acero? You lost quite a bit of workers there. And he hasn't even finished this probe. Put this probe back to mine.
He needs to spend his run on boost. Actually, yes.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
even he has a couple of probes that aren't mining, you know? So these are
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
mechanical mistakes. He's getting blink.
Oh, and then he's gonna get stasis here. If he doesn't react.
Oh, okay. 3 of them go down. Or 4?
He's gonna get the. No, he's not gonna get the Oracle.
He's not in position. Look at him grab the probes too.
Yeah, so these are these are small details, but
They add
all
up.
of these are adding up.
Yeah, exactly. And look at this. Look at these adepts. They go home. I think he might have grabbed them by mistake. Because I think the adepts can be up front, kind of just poking and seeing stuff. And look at this probe not mining. So yeah, quite a few mistakes here for Acero. And he's falling further and further behind in this game. Right? Because he's still stuck on just blink and adepts, blink stalkers and adepts, while Protoss here, David Bain, his opponent, has immortal, has an oracle. He still hasn't even killed that Stargate. So actually, ooh, he's finally gonna get that oracle. But he still hasn't killed that the Stargate. I'm surprised. You don't want that to be repowered. David Bain has seen enough, man. I think he's just gonna go for it. He's like, alright. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to kill him. He's getting charged. And he's got +1 finishing up for the attack. And probably add Archons with these Templars. So I think that's what he's gonna do. He's just like, alright, dude, I'm gonna finish you off. Acero, on the other hand, is looking to fight. With his slow lots. But they're gonna be... Yeah, he's actually behind on the charge lot upgrade too, so... David Bain will have his charge lots ready faster. Ooh, he can kill this prism and then blink out.
Oh.
Oh,
doesn't kill
man! Doesn't kill it! You know the,
it. Keep.
what was that? The rocks and the grass? He couldn't see it until he goes all the way in. But you
Think
know
if he
what
just
though?
suppress-
Here's the thing
Yeah.
though, man. He has a bigger army, 50 to 28. So, unfortunately for him, he has slow zealots. Believe it or not, I think this was his chance to go win if he just kind of attacked and catch the army. But unfortunately,
now-
yeah, it's too late.
Then it's gonna go up and then can hold this.
He can hold this. He got shield batteries. shield batteries for Archons. This is a very ambitious third base.
Okay, cancels it.
Alright guys, we're winding down. I think this could be it for... he can't go up that ramp.
Oh wait, what? I think. No. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
But
trades.
then I don't know what. Why did David Bain lose 9 workers here? Like,
There you go. He has a prism attack on the other side by Acero. He lifts up. So good prism drop here by Acero. However, he needs a base. He doesn't have a third base. Okay, so actually David Bain is doing something to come back in this game, right? But he leaves his
Yeah.
Zealot. He leaves him to die. And he might actually lose his prism if he's not careful. He adds more gateways. Instead of making a third base, he's just gonna add more gateways. David Bain. Acero, man. This is, he's got a third base.
I felt like David Bain was really ahead this game.
Yeah,
but
he was. But somehow he loses workers. And somehow, even though with the better tech, he couldn't support a third base. You know what I mean? Like, it's really weird how this game came to be. This is the Protoss thing where sometimes weird things happen. But he does have more powerful units. Look at that. That's a lot of Archons. And that's 2 Immortals behind it. And he's got the... How good are Zealots, man?
the Zealots are gonna melt to these Archons. And then there's a warp in.
Oh, if he had focused on the Prism, then he can't reinforce it. But there you go. David Bain is going to take care of this base and take the lead back. He's going to take the lead back. And he can actually keep pressuring with this Prism.
Yeah, at first I was surprised why David Bain seems to be like behind, but then seeing that his tech units are out already and then he has already +1.
Could
It
this
made
be it?
sense now.
Is this the... Oh. Not just yet. Doesn't want to commit yet. So David Bain was investing in more tech. Probably better upgrades. Yeah, he has better upgrades. He has +2. We're gonna zoom out and see this. This could be the final fight. If David Bain commits. He has his base up finally. Is he gonna go up the ramp? He is. There's only 1 shield battery.
Okay, he overcharges, which is good.
How good is the defense? There's some guys in the back not shooting. More reinforcements. This is gonna be close. Acero might defend. We'll see.
I think he needed to back out with the overcharge.
Oh, Acero. Yeah, when the overcharge is there, it's like not a good trade. But Acero with the blink too gets back. And just like that, David Bain wasted a lot of resources. However, he does have a third base, right? But you know what though too? Here's another thing. David Bain has a +1 armor coming. Right? So David Bain has the advantage and he has the extra base. So even though it's somewhat even in terms of maybe army and workers, David Bain still has a big lead in terms of upgrades and tech. Hey man, look at this prism. It's still there. You can actually power it with this, the Stargate with the prism.
And then get an Oracle.
Yeah, oh, this is funny. That'll take care of that.
So it's 1 Archon and 1 Immortal.
Yep.
Looks funny as well. He's attacking the base. Could have gotten probed there.
Yeah, I could have gotten probes. He loses the Archon. Little bit of miscontrol for David Bain.
Loses the prism as well.
Oh, he lost the prism? Oh, man. You know, this is funny. Acero keeps, like, not dying and having a chance to come back.
He just refuses to die.
Yeah, he's like a cockroach. He needs... you need to put in a third base Acero, though. Like, you really need it badly. Or you go all in, like, now. And have, you know, hope for a nice fight, right? And then you overwhelm. Okay, he's gonna rely on disruptors.
So David Bain should just hold with his third base?
Yeah, if the guy doesn't have a third base, you just hang out, right? Play defense, keep making units, keep upgrading, right? Watch out for DTs, that kind of thing. David Bain's just lurking outside here. He just misses... Acero just misses hearing the rocks being destroyed. So we might be in for a base trade here. Whoever gets to the other guy's base first has the advantage in Protoss. Right?
Yeah.
Ooh, he's gonna lose the Prism and this Archon. He does. He knows he's out there. So, what does he do? He's gonna go attack. Alright, guys. Here's a potential base trade.
What a way to the end of this game.
Yep.
Base trade.
But the thing is, David Bain has another base. So,
yeah.
Whose infantry, whose army, standing army can beat whose army? David Bain has a bigger army too. The only thing that Acero has though is he has the disruptors. And we know how that works. If they get good shots. Ooh, look at this, Acero. Yeah, Acero's gonna try to get some Prism workers and Prism out. He has the money.
Yeah, that's the way to stay alive in this game. Because he
Yep.
doesn't have any probe outside. So because he does this, he can still fight.
Alright, Acero needs to take care of this base at the bottom now. He's still kind of cleaning things up, but I think he needs to start going to that other base. Acero does have that base there. Prism for David Bain gets in here. He's taking a while. Pretty soon, the main army for David Bain's gonna go home, so you need to take care of this base. He does have disruptors. What a crazy way to possibly end this game, guys. It's, you know, Acero still has a chance, especially since he has a base up.
He needs to recall these units.
He's not recalling. David Bain is hanging out. This is a mistake. I think he could have recalled earlier, but he needs to recall up here, I think. And there it is. There's the recall. Alright, disruptors. Let's see how good your hits are. First shot, second shot. He's too up front. Oh,
Yeah.
they don't do anything. The disruptor is too much up front. It takes the brunt. And I think this is gonna do it, guys.
But I think this was the best case scenario for Acero, because if they just went ahead and like clashed, he would definitely lose.
Yeah, but it looks like we have our final guy advancing.
David Bain.
And we'll do our finishing interviews now. It's a good way to end everything, right?
Yeah, pretty exciting end to the.
Yeah, it's a good, decent end. So let's go get our interviews. Let's unmute these guys, Mizel. And you guys, you should turn on your camera, Nux and Mizel. So let's say some goodbyes and all the good stuff. There you go. There's Nax. He's been hiding all stream. But that's him. Hey, you look like you have one of those, we have the same chair, Nax.
really. Yeah, this is like one of the most comfiest chair. I mean, a cheap, comfy chair, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. I have the same style. I don't know if it's the same exact brand. Mizel may be hopping on. What's up, guys? Azero and David Bain. Let's start with Azero. Um, Acero, that last game was very interesting. It was a dogfight. You know, we thought you were dead a few times, but then you kept coming back, had a chance, this and that. Like is that like the way you like to play? Oh, I think Acero's muted. All right, we're gonna have Mizel join us too. There you go. Acero, you unmuted now. You ready?
I think his mic is not working, or
Yeah, I think it worked at one point. But well, while we wait, let's go interview the winner. We'll go back to you, Acero, in a minute. David Bain. First of all, great name.
Thank you.
But then you don't play you don't play Zerg though, so that's kind of funny. But tell us how was the experience for you playing today in Group G, and congrats for advancing too.
Thank you. Well, Senos, he's a hard one. Yeah, I'm getting flashbacks from when I lost to him last tournament. He always beats me.
I think you had a very good chance in the first, actually in both games. Actually,
Yes, you did.
Like-
You actually did.
Yeah, I had my chances.
Watch the
The
VOD.
second game, yeah.
Second game was?
The second game, that was my first time trying that build.
This
I
one.
saw, I saw Max Pax do it, and whatever.
Your control is actually really good with the Void Rays, so you know you made it work, but you did push into the 3 bunkers. So that we were, I
Yeah.
think that was the only thing you could have expanded. But other than that, I mean, the first time trying it, you made it work. That was really good. Mizel, you got any questions for David Bain?
Well, I've seen him actually. He won a lot of my small tournaments in SCPH.
Mm-hmm.
So congratulations, and yeah, we hope to see more of you in the next stage.
All right. Yeah,
Thank you.
congrats. And Nax, question for?
I think did you plan to do that Void Ray thing on the second map, or was it like because I saw
Reaction.
him cancel your Nexus, right, or something like that? That's why you did
It
that.
was it was a complete reaction when I saw he did the bunker block. I
Yeah,
knew I was a bit behind, so I just went for the Void Ray rush.
yeah.
Yeah,
Made sense. Okay.
it's one of the more later Void Ray rushes I've ever seen, and it almost worked. So, all right. We'll go back to you, David Bain. Let's go see Acero. Acero. All right, his mic's
Right.
working. Acero. Pretty good games for you. Maybe you can tell us about that last game that was crazy between you and David Bain. I mean, they kept going back and forth. We thought you were dead, but you weren't. 3 times over. Tell us about it.
I was planning to rush him with Zilot.
Yeah, you're very low. Your voice is very low. So maybe scream for us.
Maybe we can also.
I
increase his
maxed. Yeah, I
volume.
maxed his volume already.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah. Okay.
There we
Go
go.
ahead. Sarah, tell us about that last game.
I was planning to find it.
Oh, maybe it's just his mic, guys. His mic is just not working that well. Well, Acero, it's okay. We'll have to figure out a way for you to win tournament so you can get you a new mic. Maybe that'll be a special Acero mic tournament, right? And we'll rig it so that you win. Okay, we'll rig it so that you win. So, unfortunately, we can't really hear you on that. But we wanted to say thanks for joining this season. Hopefully, we see you on season 2. Good luck. Keep practicing. And long live StarCraft Philippines, right? So you can just go thumbs up, things like that for now, since you're muted. All right, let's go back to David Bain. David Bain, how was you've been practicing a lot, just playing in tournaments? Who do you practice with?
Uh,
Those kind of things.
Actually, I haven't been playing at all.
Oh,
It's
wow, look at that.
it's been months. Like it's been months. It's been a busy holiday, so no
so,
time to play at all.
so imagine if you practiced, man, you might have been out first place, right?
I don't know. Xenos is too good sometimes. So
Yeah. Well,
I
watch the
don't know.
VOD. You'll see. You'll disagree where you're he's too good for you because you actually could have won, right, Nax?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. All right. I think that'll do it. Any last minute shout outs for you guys? All you guys can give shout outs. Starting with you, David Bain. Shout outs.
Uh, Shout out to my friends. I think they're watching. So yeah, thanks.
Mizel, you want to do any shout outs? You can do this every week, but let's do a special one for you.
All right. Maybe actually, I think because yesterday, me, Nux, and Acero and Portrayal were playing few games last night. So yeah, it was really fun. But yeah, I'm really happy that SCPH is fun to play with. And yeah, shout out to all my SCPH friends.
Okay.
Thank you for watching.
Nice.
Yep.
Before Nax gives his shout out, Acero, you can type your shout out and then we'll read it on the on the chat. Okay. I think you're
Yeah,
still in. Yeah. I don't know where you are.
you,
You can type it
you
to
guys like
Mizel.
that.
Mizel can read it. All right, Nax,
Yeah.
go ahead. While Acero's typing his shout outs. Who's your shout
Just like
outs
to
to?
shout out the StarCraft PH community, like all of the players still currently playing, even if it's sort of a dead game, I guess, in the Philippines. But I'm still happy that a lot of people are still playing StarCraft here in the Philippines. So
Yeah.
yeah, so shout out to Dash, to Extinct, to all of the other players that have been constantly been playing over the years.
There you go. Yeah, and that's our goal with StarCraft for PSL here, right? Season 1 is reinvigorating the Philippine scene because StarCraft is a great game. It's actually pretty active all over the world. It's just we want it to be also very active in the Philippines, right? So thanks to you guys for that. And Michelle, can you read Acero's shout outs?
He said, "Shout, bossing, thanks a game."
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's it.
That's good
All
enough.
right.
He's our first mute player in StarCraft PSL that needs a mic. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for Group G, and we have our last group, right, to finish up PSL. Appreciate Nax joining in to cast with us. Group H. There you go. You guys see that? That's Group H. We will have Dash, who you just gave a shout out to. Shadow, another good Protoss. Dark Menace, he's 13 years old from the US. And Coheater. So that'll be the last group coming up next week. So this is KJ. I want to say goodbye. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Nax, my co-host, appreciate you helping today. Mizel, as usual, our admin, and all the players that joined so far. David Bain, and our boy here, Acero. Thanks, guys. We'll have the VOD up soon. Have a good evening, good day.